cool. Welcome back to Soul the Roll. Everybody's got their monster character sheets prepared, right, for the Halloween one shot?
Yes, I
Sure.
call him, Frankengoven.
Okay, Sam, you're up. What do you got?
What I have is I cheated, okay? I got Tuvok to do a xenomorph character sheet, and now I'm playing an alien.
All right, and Felipe?
I'm playing Noname.
you scoundrel! I was gonna say I'm playing James.
You rapscallion, you.
And I play the
all.
world. Let's get into the game.
Truth is terrifying.
That's all I wanted to do. Thank you, Tyler.
You're welcome. Anyways, last time during your adventures, you continued traveling your path down to Marva. After traveling along, Yugovin met a new friend. And a wood snake that he named... I'll let you go with that, Mason.
Silas.
Silas. You didn't
Yes,
change your
name.
character sheet. You
Thank
haven't
you.
changed his name on the character sheet yet.
I did.
Oh,
It's
you
fucking
did?
Silas on mine.
Oh man, then I don't know.
You fool!
The serpent Silas, yes, which is a snake that's part tree, and
Betrayed.
Nona and Corvo finally had a nice kiss after.
Why was it so hard for you to say, Tyler?
It's a nice.
Yeah, a kiss.
You don't expect an asexual to have feelings like know how those things work.
Oh, I missed a call from Madison. How did that happen?
And as the party awoke
You're
outside
fucking
of
cool, you
a as they were walking across the river, they saw a couple orcs rowing up the river and a town in the center of this large area. Nona had a couple calls from her brother. Man, I've gone everywhere. Let's just get
Yeah,
into
we
the
also
game.
got
There-
attacked by a vampire.
Yeah, spooky
Vampire.
boy, manpire. Would somebody be able to check to make sure everything sounds correctly? Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
so as the party starts to travel across the bridge, nothing really. As you travel across the bridge, the nice fall air is being washed around through the currents. The the bridge is made out of a large cobblestone like material, stretching all the way across, about 5 miles within length. As the party
Sorry to interrupt, Tyler. Can I get everyone to say hello, how are you doing today? Just as clear as they can for me separately. So I can hear it on the stream.
Hello, how are
Hello.
you doing today?
Hello. How are you doing today?
I should probably turn him up.
Hello. How are you doing today?
That wasn't clear, Mason.
It was good enough for me to hear it.
I'll just-
Felipe and Sam are a little bit quiet, but the rest of us are good.
I'll just lean in closer. Should be fine.
Okay.
I'll turn myself up.
So
Perfect, perfect.
So as they traveled across the cobblestone bridge,
Oh, that Max
Nona, you traveled a bit ahead of everyone else from your punishment jog from your brother.
About halfway, like, down the road, you see her just fucking biff. Like, just face plant right onto the cobblestone.
Everybody point and laugh.
She stands up, she turns around, she gives you a thumbs up. And then she keeps going.
Point and laugh.
So
As we're riding, Cora will look to the other two. He'll say, "So if we plan to stop here for lunch, are you?" As he looks between two of them, he'll just solely look at James. Are you in the mood for anything in particular?
Like pasta?
Spaghetti.
Not particularly, no.
There is a correct answer.
Was that not it?
Nothing particular.
No.
All right. I'll suppose Yugovin.
Yes. Yes.
Are you looking to shop for anything in particular over here? It seems the rest of us are going to go try to find a tailor.
I am unsure. I do not currently require any items.
I suppose could you find us a good restaurant while the rest of us are shopping?
He will nod.
I personally think sending you going off to scout the city alone is probably not for the best.
Well, that's a great idea.
Let you go in free. We never find him again.
That's how Mason leaves the party. And
Govin goes,
As,
he goes back to bed.
Sink to the bottom.
yeah, as James says that, Corvo will nod and say,
Yugovin wanders off.
Corvo will nod, and he will summon DB. I'll make sure that he won't get too lost. And DB will go flutter over, land on top of Yugovin, and
Take a nap.
I didn't know if you guys heard that.
No.
we didn't.
No.
You got cut off perfectly.
Fuck! He will fly over, land on top of Yugovin, and
Smack his fucking lens.
yep.
Hello, mutant. I mean, DP.
I just said he kind of smiles at the second one and goes,
What does he do after the second one?
I'm not doing the cover anymore. He gets ding ding 2 times.
Oh, okay. One tick means no, 2 ticks means yes. Yugovin will nod and he will set off to search. Wait, we haven't got to the town yet, have we?
No.
Nah, we're following the outlines of Nanami on the bridge.
You get to like where she fell. There's like a little blood splat because she like fucked up her nose and she just kept going.
A few tears.
Wow.
Don't worry, she's an elf. She'll grow back.
That's not.
I was gonna say, is that how that works?
Elves
knew?
with keen eyesight.
Like, super like uninformed about elves.
Yeah. Genius in everything except elves. Not just like racial species and just elves.
Just elves.
Yeah.
What do you call the ripply fries? The fries that are all wavy.
Waffle fries or curly
No.
fries?
I don't think they're curly.
Crinkle cut?
Pancake fry.
Crinkle.
Mason, are you okay?
As you go from looking for crinkle cut fries.
Mason was putting his calories into his phone.
Mason,
Okay,
stand up,
so
just for,
is
like,
there
5
anything else
minutes.
that you guys want to discuss while you're on the bridge?
Unless spoken to, Corvo is just gonna make sure Nanami doesn't fucking die.
Fucking
She-
biff again.
As she continues a run, she gets fainter and fainter in the distance, as she is booking it.
Fucking going
What?
hard.
Wait, hold on. How far ahead of us is she? I want to check something.
So she got a 90 foot head start, and then
Ah, okay. Never
yeah.
mind.
And then every round I would get an extra 10 feet on you.
Yeah,
if you're going
I-
full speed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had a fun plan after seeing the blood, but it wouldn't work at this distance.
Gonna try and long range cure wounds me or healing word me.
Yep.
you.
That was the goal. However,
However,
Yeah, so,
So,
unless spoken
as-
to, Corvo's just gonna make sure to keep an eye on her and try and track her down.
Okay. As you all continue to walk forth, you start to
Shoot
see
you
the outline of the the village. You see this this fairly decently sized island with many different buildings upon each other. Yeah, and what I mean is that some of the buildings are actually stacked on top of each other, like double-decker buildings and stuff like that. You see a
Are
couple
there
of
drow around?
you see a couple bazaars, and you see various different types of races around, and you see several docks towards the south end, which would be right to you as you're walking in.
Nona is just surrounded by drow going, milady, 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 milady.
Okay.
You're not gay, right?
Yeah.
I need
I
to
got,
remember
I got
to
basic with that one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So yes, as you approach this area, you see that this sorry, words.
Hate him.
You can get rid of them.
I
This
want to
place
be
is
monkey.
you see that there is a sign as you enter saying "Welcome to River Rock."
River Rock.
River Rock.
River Rock.
It's only a model.
And
No, no, it's
20
just
minutes
wait.
later, well, the rest of us will see the same sign.
Yeah.
Nona's like waiting at the sign, if that's where the end of her run would have taken her, and she's like trying to clean off her face.
Your stupid face.
Yes.
Do we see her, Tyler?
Yes. Eventually, you do catch up, and you see her sort of wiping a cloth upon her face to clean up the blood.
She's got like a rag. She's doing like the rag and wipe the face, rehydrate the blood to get it off, kind of thing.
The thing
'Cause
your
she
mother
didn't-
would do to you, but you're doing
Yeah,
it to
yeah, yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. She like didn't touch the blood at all while she was running, so there's like two streaks like down like this, like across the sides of her face, you know.
Joke's on you, I can only heal you.
Like
I
the
can't
liquid was
dictate.
It's like, hey,
Wow.
don't fucking use magic on her.
Corvo, upon seeing her like that, we'll go and say, would you like to sit the rest of the way?
No, it's. I want to give me my horse. There was like a loose rock or something.
Indeed. Right.
Give
Right.
whatever. She
wanna-
sounds so much like she's making a really terrible excuse for just like slipping.
I've tasked you, Govan, with finding us a place to get lunch while the rest of us go and shop.
Have we slept since the battle, by the way?
Nope.
That was this morning.
Yeah, I was resetting all my spells and I realized it's not.
And we decided we're not gonna take a napsy here. We're gonna get the fuck out of here after lunch.
A nap wouldn't help me. I needed a full boy rest.
Oh, need napsy. I need a nap sleep.
I need a fucking honk shoe, motherfucker.
But yeah, so
Quite.
I'll make sure to have DB go with him so that we can find each other again.
That's good. She's gonna hop up on her horse.
James, what will you be doing? Will you be joining us or joining you, Govan?
Personally, I didn't want to look around the town to see if there's anything interesting, but I'll be sticking with Hugo. I'll leave you two to your devices.
And with that, Corvo he seems to be quite, don't want to say happy, but he seems pleased with that answer.
You know what? No, never mind. I think I might stick with the other of you.
Oh, fuck you! No, in which case, Corvo, you see him, kind of raise up a hand and he says, well, if you're going to go in your separate ways,
No, I just told you. I'll be sticking with both of you.
he'll then curl his hand back down. Right.
I'm joking with ya.
All right. Well, why don't we all go together until we find like a main square and then part ways?
Probably for the best. Let's find the spot we can meet up at, and we'll come back in like an hour.
And Nona will enter the town.
Yeah.
Enter the gungeon.
Yeah, but James will go with you, Gov, and split apart from you two.
Okay, so you all enter into the town. Bustling area filled with many screams and shouts. A couple fists being thrown across the the walkways. These two other shops. It seems like a very rowdy area. So where exactly are you guys trying to find? Yugovin, you're trying to find food?
Yes.
Well, first
Well,
and foremost, have we found a central hub, like a town square, or like a big fountain, or any landmark?
Yeah, just
Oh.
something that we can come back to.
Okay, so
Cold.
Cold.
This entire place is flat. There are no landmarks.
okay, roll roll
we should talk
an
about
investigation check.
Yay!
Looking for. Wait, I want to do that too. Are we looking
19.
For a landmark?
Also,
wanna
Nona,
do
remember to turn yourself off of
Oh
that.
fuck, I'm on GM.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
I wanna
reroll
be-
it? Or are you
Yeah.
good?
No, you're fine. It's a 15.
Let me investigate. I want to be involved. Where the fuck is that button? There it is. Cool.
Wait.
Supreme.
Again, there she is.
No, he's not.
Oh man.
James sees all.
Oh my god! Marco, how the
No.
fuck did you know?
So yeah,
I've
so,
transcended,
are-
my friend.
Some people are gods.
with
some
your
people
net
aren't.
20. As you all are sort of looking around, no, you see this like small little like barbershop looking place. Corvo, you find this place that looks like it sells various wares. Yugovin, you find a pet shop. But James, you find this large sort of what looks to be like a mall cafe sort of look.
Like a what?
Like you know those cafeterias in malls where there's like food around everywhere, and then there's
A
like
food court?
a food court. Yes.
Okay.
And
We're all
eating
looking at
area.
different shit, and James is like, "Hey," and we're like, "How did we fucking miss this?"
We found lunch.
James found lunch.
Fuck you, Gofin. You're superfluous.
James is the best kind of hunter.
Everyone got distracted. It happens.
I'm a hunter for bargains.
I was looking for food. Sorry, I did not find food.
However, no, I found food. I found food for Silas.
He found snake food.
Yeah.
He went to a pet store. There was a bunch of mice
He
inside.
just holds up like a small cage with like 30 mice in it. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how many to
30
buy.
mice in a pixie.
I have to mention, I found food for Silas. Just cuts to him opening the door. Have fun, buddy, and throws him in the door and locks him.
Screaming, like Dull screaming arises.
He has a small
Just
cage
stands
full of
outside.
mice and a single pixie.
Oh my god. Goodbye,
Okay.
Navia.
So, you reach this food court. Various different types of food are being sold around it. Various come on down to Max Mac. Get your Mac from Mac. And stuff like that.
He only sells mac and cheese.
Yeah. No. He only sells the Mac. You get the cheese.
Mac only cheese must be provided by user.
Chester's cheese is to the right.
They make a killing.
Thing is, they're horrible rivals.
Oh my god.
Can't stand each other.
So yes, is there a type of food that you're looking for?
Ravioli.
Nona's treating, just by the way.
Yeah, of course she's a treat.
Aw.
Yeah, she's like a Sour Patch Kid. You eat it and you're like, oh shit, that was a bad idea.
Guys, hold off our cannibalistic natures for later. We're on stream.
Sorry. Of like Mason, you specifically eating a candy, being like, terrible. It's so good.
Oh, that's
I
a
like
life
to
mistake.
imagine he like sat down, like got the bag on his desk, opened it up, grabbed a single one, kind of bit a little piece. Like, that's a bad idea. Fucking throws the whole bag off the table onto the floor.
Just sweeps the
You
arm.
guys ever just have you guys ever just had super sour powder that covers the Sour Patch stuff?
Yes.
No.
I haven't eaten a spoonful of it, but I've tasted it before.
A spoonful of that. That's what Noname is.
Fuck
Anyway.
you.
Let's continue on.
Dangerous.
Uh,
Uh,
I'm trying to remember what it's called. Citric acid. That's it.
so
I
yes,
remembered.
so yes, you
Yeah.
after a couple minutes of searching, you find a little shop.
That sells.
seashells. Jesus.
Nona wants to encourage the rivalry.
Shop.
Which one are you buying from?
Food court.
Mac.
Mac, okay. Hey, you chose a good one. Here you go. 4 silver.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
And Corvo, you can find your ravioli.
Yes.
Give me
Give
the
me
form
the
here.
ravioli.
Okay.
4 silver.
Yes, 3 silver, sir.
Dink.
Nona like runs over while she's like holding her Mac and just slams down the money on the counter.
Give it a second. Boom.
Yeah. Just wait for it. She can hear the order from across the way.
Govin and
She was, like,
James.
25 minutes.
I know you're a robot, you Govin, but
Dude, once you said I found a pet shop, I was headed that way.
oh, okay.
James, what are you
I
getting?
will feed this snake.
A pet shop, apparently.
No, what are you getting to eat? It's lunch.
A pet shop, apparently. No, I'm probably gonna get
I'm not buying you an entire pet shop to eat.
it would be my little pet shop.
I'll do what I want with it.
Strangle you, Argo.
Felipe, how dare you do
Bring
this
your
to
neck.
me?
I'll probably get something
I
from
bet you if
that,
we pull out resources, we could buy you this pet shop.
I'll probably get some food from that Asian cuisine restaurant right there.
Asia, what's that?
Sorry, Eastern cuisine.
Felipe wants to eat
Eastern,
our
what's
food.
that?
Eastern, it's just from
We don't
Marva.
have cardinal directions here.
No,
Anyway,
it's Marva. It's
anyway.
Marva food.
It's marvelous food, huh?
Hey, how much for
That's a
James?
good one. Alright, I'm not gonna ring your neck. That was a good one.
5 gold. Not 5 gold, 5 silver. Sorry. Same amount of shiny.
Nona was like,
So top ass fucking ramen.
Nona was like pulling out the gold, and then he said, "Wait, hold on, that's my badge." She like slowly puts it back. And
Hey, here, 5 silver is still really fucking expensive ramen.
It's good ass ramen.
I also
you're in
like
the
how this
food court,
man's, like,
so-
Asian cuisine has a southern accent.
Nona like smacks the silver down. Have a great day, and then like walks
Thank
off to
ya.
go find where Corvo's sitting.
Get your hold of yourself, man.
Sweaty.
The wife asked you to watch the stand for 10 minutes. You can do this.
So, anyways, you go, Vin. You're heading to the pet store.
Yes.
As you enter in, a cacophony of different animal noises coming in. As you see, it's a fairly large room. Not a massive size. It seems to be a fairly
Oh,
small
bear
pet
pet.
shop. But greetings. How can I help you today?
Is this a man or a woman?
Looks like a man.
Alright. Good afternoon, sir. I would like your help.
Ah, what is it?
I need to figure out what kind of food this creature eats. And I will hold up my arm with the snake around it.
Is this a bark cobra?
Groven will pause and then nod. I did find him in a tree. Yes.
I have no fucking clue.
Well, the best things for these ones to eat are some water
I'm
rats.
back.
He will nod. I would like to purchase some, please.
Okay, about let's say a gold per rat.
Okay. He'll hand over.
Remember, cobras only need to eat 1 or 2 rats every, like, week or so.
Oh, okay.
I know about snakes!
Remember. The 5th of November.
I'll give him. Actually, I might as well just ask. What will I keep them in, and how often should I feed him?
Ah,
Make it canonical.
you need about they usually eat one about a week, and you can hold, and it depends on how well you want to treat the rats. It is food after all. Do you want to keep it in a little box, or do you wish to just keep it in a bag?
Sack of rats, everybody!
Fuck a bag.
He will nod. I will purchase
Plague be
a box,
upon you.
and I will purchase 5 rats along with it.
5 rats, and what did you say about a container? Some random people yelling outside. I couldn't hear you.
Those are my party members, and I would like to have a box, please.
Okay, a box will be about 2 silver.
I will hand him 6 gold because I don't have any silver.
Okay, he hands you 8 silver back.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then I get my box of rats.
Yeah, you get a box of you see these small rats that sort of have a sort of water-esque consistency, and you see them sort of plop down and turn into sort of a puddle and pop up when they start to run.
That's
Name All
amazing.
of them cheddar.
No,
Wait,
they're
wait,
If
lunch.
they turn into puddles, what if you
No,
roll
make them
around
all
and they
a
all
different name for cheese. You have Gouda, Monterey Jack, Feta,
cheddar,
Matzo,
Thank you,
cheddar.
sir.
French Canadian Matzo.
Groven will nod and then turn to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, no, they turn to puddles.
Have a lovely day.
What if you like move it so they all form into
Dude.
one big puddle while they're resting?
Big
We're
rat!
making a rat fondue.
A rat king.
I'm the giant
I
rat.
am the Rat King. I would like to give you a quest.
Find me the most glorious trash. I know it's an oxymoron.
Anyway, so
And did James actually come along? Is he around
Yeah.
somewhere?
James is
Then
with it.
he will head over to James and say, I am finished.
What do you have to buy him?
I have purchased food for Silas.
Where is it?
He'll hold up the box full of puddles of water.
Govin's fucking crazy.
Is that what they normally eat?
That is what I am told. Yes.
How the fuck do how do 3 snakes eat puddle water?
I am unsure. However, we will test when I get back to the table.
Like, where do you find these guys?
Inside the store.
Yeah, where do you find them outside the store, Hugo?
I do not know. However, the store owner said they would work perfectly.
Get them.
Where'd you find it outside the store? The store.
Okay, them.
He will nod. He looks pretty proud of himself, even though he can't really look. He sounds pretty proud of himself. And yeah, he'll head back towards the food court section with James.
you go convene with your various meals.
gonna.
Is
What was it?
everyone there at the table?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna put Silas on the table, and then I will try and fish out one of these puddles and see if I could grip one. And if it succeeds, I will feed it
Before
to
the-
Silas.
Before that, is James joining them?
Yeah, he's a drink. He's you going.
All right, you do your thing right quick.
I will feed Silas, then everything else can happen.
Okay. As you sort of reach down to try to grab it, you can't really get a good grasp on them. And as you are sort of like holding it up, you see Silas sort of curl up and start to place its tail down in somewhat like a root absorbing water from the ground. It starts to absorb up the rat.
Oh.
Everyone's
We'll
watching
just-
like, what?
Hugo will just watch.
Enraptured.
And then look over at James and say, apparently, it works.
Good to know.
And yeah, that'll be that.
Corvo will look
Like
over
the
and
consistency of water, or are they like a little bit thicker than water so that you can scoop them out of water?
It seems make a nature check.
yeah, Corvo's with the comment. This is for Silas?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Right, then. Oh.
Yeah, you don't know.
Corvo will kind of have a hand on his chin as he looks over. It's like, do they just absorb water, or is this a particular compound?
This is a creature known as a water rat. I have been told. When I received
Ah,
them, they look like
you'll
mice.
nod. Oh, right.
Mhm. You will not
I
know.
haven't encountered them in some time.
You have seen them before.
I mean, in textbooks and such, I'm not a biologist.
You would nod. All of the elemental creatures in the world now are very interesting.
You haven't recognized any of them from your time before, yes?
He shakes his head. Any creature imbued with elemental magics did not exist during my time.
Interesting. And
Yes.
yet, it seems you have gained one's affection.
Yes. I do enjoy exploring and learning about the animals within my area.
How'd you find Silas?
He was within the tree that I slept in last night, or the night before, rather. He was hanging from one of the branches. Luckily, I did not crystallize him. However, he survived, and I brought him along.
Nona's gonna
So
like put a finger up. She's gonna say, "Actually, I think you did."
What do you mean? His head will tilt.
She kind of rummages into the bag and she'll pull out a piece of like bark shed that was crystallized and she will put it on the table. It looks like he just shed it off.
He'll like look at the barks, kind of like, and then look back over at Corvo. He survived.
So I see. You just took him from the tree when you found him?
Yes, he crawled onto my arm, and he's been here ever since.
Lovey just said, yes.
He is mine now.
So it seems. But he's gonna look over at James. Are you not going to eat anything?
I am eating. You're just too distracted in talking about a snake.
Bark snake.
Nona's gonna lean over to James and she's gonna go, "You go and actually made 2 animal friends, a snake and a bird."
Where's the bird?
She's gonna like slowly hold up my hand to Corvo.
Corvo just stares at James.
That will make sense.
Oh my
from
God,
what I
Kate.
remember. From like, so that will make sense. From what I remember, if you feed a snake grass, they'll stay with you. If you talk to a bird about cake, they'll be fascinated.
Hi.
What?
3.14.
Oh yeah, you weren't there, but no mind. There's something about you, Corvo, liking cake a lot.
I thought it was pie.
Was it pie?
Your insight's good. Yeah, Dodame, your insight's good enough. You can tell Corvo is very much not vibing with this conversation.
Nona's like looking between the two of them, like she looks at Carbo. She puts both elbows on the table, puts her chin on her hands, and goes, "Please tell me what this conversation was."
It was a while ago, honestly, but pretty much
Yeah, it
forget it.
Robin, you remember everything.
Correct.
You go, but I believe it was simply regarding the contest at the time. It's nothing to go over right now.
Nona's got a little smile on her face.
Corvo's fucking staring at you.
You go, but no, not me.
Hey, you go, Ben. I did have a matter to discuss. It would be worth putting this off so I can bring this to our attention.
Absolutely, you go over and I can talk about it tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Don't worry, Corvo. She'll have her cake and you too.
His hand is on the fucking mask, like, oh my god. He is incredibly embarrassed. Right.
So
So,
clarity, was it cake or was it pie? 'Cause now I
It's
can't
pi-
remember.
it was cake. It was cake.
It was cake.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
cake is superior to pie. Of course it'd be about cake.
I agree. I just couldn't remember.
Nice. I love you for a reason, Mason.
For
But
cake.
yeah, he'll push away his half-eaten food. Or third-eaten, more like. Right. How many people are around us, Tyler? Or are we kind of in our own little spot?
There's a fair bit of people like around everywhere. It's not
But they're
really.
not gonna give us any attention because it's so crowded.
You don't know.
Fair enough. All right. In that case, he was kind of look over and be like, "Can you hand me those sending stones that he gave you?"
She kind of like looks at him and like freezes and like looks around like, is here really the best place to pull out something that looks like that?
I'm just saying, if you do it quickly, we can get this over with.
Well, we can
If you
wait.
would rather, we can go over to the pier.
I think I'd rather wait until we're not surrounded by people, just in general.
I suppose.
Kill them all.
Well, I figured it's best I just let you know. I do need to work with them at some point.
Kill them all.
She kind of like raises an eyebrow, like, what? Never, you know what? Never mind.
Right.
Let's
Well-
finish up and go get new clothes. I have still got this giant rip in the stomach of mine.
Corvo holds up his sleeves, which are barely there.
James, you have anything torn and tattered need replacing?
Not particularly. No,
Wanna come look anyway?
Sure. We can go take a look at some fancy clothes.
Yes! Ow! Maddie hit her hand again.
Nice faces.
And Nami bumps her hand into Yogovin's face.
She kind of like fumbles with her bowl for a second. She's like, okay, let's go.
Okay. Let me finish eating my rice.
You go, and do you wish to come as well?
Where are we going? I would have heard, sorry. Like
We're going to get clothing.
that. He will nod. Of course. I will come along.
You can get Silas a little snake sweater.
Do snakes wear sweaters?
I don't know.
I will
I
look.
decorate the tank for my water ants. I don't see why we can't give them a bow or something.
Not applicable, but okay.
It just like cuts to Nona like reaching into like the water of the tank and putting very tiny like little itty bitty ribbon bows on all the individual ants.
So yes,
Right, well.
everyone roll
Finishing
your
your food.
investigation check to find the next location.
Let's do it. Investine Gate.
27, holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Beat that, James.
6.
Fuck you,
Fuck you, James.
I hope we get
I'm,
another.
I'm not gonna do nearly as good.
Oh, thank God.
I had
You almost think I
advantage.
Corvo just.
I don't have
I have
advantage,
feet.
but
Yeah, you don't.
I have a feat
but,
called Fashionista. I have advantage with sniffing out.
I said I wouldn't do it, but if I had advantage, and I was right.
Yeah, yes, as you guys are traveling about, you go in, you get distracted, from a couple of the various different shops around here,
Snake sweaters.
you see a shop that,
Socks.
you know, if you don't want me to DM, that's fine, like, I think I guess I can go.
Fucking Tyler, get over yourself.
So
Anyway.
we're having a one shot then? Is that what you're saying?
Anyways.
Got this. It's my time to shine.
Everyone's got their
Mason,
monster
go.
characters.
Mason, go!
Anyways, so, as you all start to travel down, various different stores catch your guys' eyes. You see what looks to be some sort of magic item store, a sort of weapon store, a store that catches your, that less catches your eyes but catches your nose, where a very fruity aroma comes from it, and so on and so forth, to where eventually you get to what looks to be a clothing shop. As you enter in, you see this sort of elderly man with a long white beard and small glasses upon his face. Hello there. How can I help you? He has the sort of the tailor's ruler around his neck, and a couple threads and hanging off of his out of his pocket. How can I help you?
We're looking for some replacements. She's gonna point at Corvo's shredded sleeves, and she's gonna move her cloak to the side to show the big old like hole in her jumpsuit.
Well, do you want replacements or do you have something in mind? Because I don't have exactly that sort of thing in I don't have those exact designs, but if you have a certain look you're going for, I can whip something up for you, and depending on how much you pay, could get you by the end of the day, like in a couple weeks, or by the end of the day.
Perfect. I'm looking for a red turtleneck and black pants. Good
Okay.
for traveling.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Corvo. Look really look
Um,
up at Corvo.
Crick.
Ugh.
I suppose. He kind of puts his hand to his chin. Something like this, but a bit lighter. I suppose an open sleeve design does work, but it would need an undershirt. Something that is just as form free. Something matches colored. And he starts like getting quieter and mumbling to himself, trying to like figure
Just
out
give
his
him a second.
design.
He'll figure out what he wants. But we're willing to pay to have it done by the end of the day.
Okay, how good of a material?
The least not the least terrible one you have. Not like terrible as in bad, but terrible as in like rippable.
Okay. Let's see,
I got it.
Okay.
He's figured it out.
Indeed.
By God.
Oh my god.
He sort of pulls
James,
out
are
a
you
little
sure you don't want anything?
notepad.
James,
Yeah,
you sure you don't want anything?
for the most part, I have everything I need. Like,
You don't want a big dramatic cape or anything?
no. All I remember is,
Sure.
Dude, I'm not really a big fan of caves. I remember there was a kid, there was an old granny in town that used to tell us never to have capes.
No capes. How about
Apparently, she lost a lot of disciples that way. I don't get how a tailor would have disciples and lose them to capes, but like,
They got stuck. They got stuck in the sewing machine.
in the
I
not a
would
big fan
like,
of cape.
and he lists off exact fucking measurements and specifications.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, like.
Okay. And he jots it all down. Seems to be very professional in his work. I was like, okay, so, restore the, tear-resistant material, I'd say about, 160 for each.
Gold or platinum?
Gold.
Okay. And she'll start pulling out the gold and start counting.
I don't think anything's paid for in platinum. Really. I suppose you could have put
Not if you're rich.
1 platinum and 90.
I'm very rich, but I'm gonna give him 32 platinum because that's easier than to count than
You
320
you
gold.
hand him the platinum, and it seems like when you first said like platinum, he was just sort of like, oh, whatever, they're just being weird. And then when you hand him actual platinum, he's just like, okay, get your order done in as fast as I can.
We're good tippers.
Yeah.
Some people would call us tipsy.
So yes, by the end of the day, remember to get your clothes.
Indeed.
We all may die.
All right, and now we need to ask around about the boat that we saw. See how close, if we can get on it. Wow. Maddie's gonna try that sentence again, if that's okay.
Can the party all consecutively pat Noname on the head, please?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
She'll break a wrist.
She can only break one wrist at a time.
Mine's made out of ginkgo. Bring it on.
James is made out of bone and muscle. Bring it on.
Bring it on. I mean, one of them's got a gauntlet on.
You're made of
so, I mean,
ginkgo, made of kinko. Boop.
Anyway,
You're
so
about to start kinking your wrist.
Naname's gonna leave that conversation.
so
We should
yeah,
go see if the boats will take us down the river, get us to Marva faster.
That makes sense.
Secret tunnel.
Although I did see a magic shop. If it's on the way, would you mind if we stop there?
We can take a detour if it's not on the way too. Magic shop sounds fun.
I suppose that is fair. Let's go see what they have.
To the magic shop. Yeah.
okay, so you travel towards the magic shop that you came by, and you see Alan's Arcana. As you enter in, you see walls of various closed cases of magical items. As you see this man sort of standing there. It's like, greetings. How can I help you?
Just browsing.
Okay, if you have any questions, just ask.
Okay. Tyler, what do we
Does-
got?
Yeah, let's see. Does this guy have any enhanced arcane focuses?
As Corvo racks up the focuses.
Is this like a Voltron thing? Like if you bring all the focuses together, Corvo was like uber powerful.
That'd be beautiful.
For every level that Corvo gains, he gains another arcane focus. When used all together.
They have the power to cast
Power
magic.
combined.
There is not any magical focuses that you can see at the moment.
Damn it.
So what is around? What do we count?
So yeah, as you all are sort of looking around, first thing that you guys sort of see is you see there is a sort of a tan bag with two sort of like animals tied onto the ends. Underneath it, you see the price for it is about 500 gold, and it's labeled a tan bag of tricks. You continue your search around, and you see what looks to be a pair of boots with a sort of rabbit's ears in the front end, and you look at the price, and that's about 18,000 gold, and those are labeled the boots of speed.
Oh.
We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Be first.
Okay. Does this guy have any spellcasting stuff?
Wait, 18,000 gold?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not 1800. 18,000.
As you're sort of looking around, you don't see any spell casting at his shop. Do you wish to ask him about that, or?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
I'll inquire him.
Hello. How can I help you?
I'd like to know if you have anything that enhances spellcasting or that can modify it or contain spells. Anything to do with spellcasting, I suppose.
Well, if you're looking for the actual spells, that's Sally's shop. It's a bit down a ways. That she usually sells some spell scrolls. Sally sells spell scrolls by the seashore.
Looking for Sally.
I see.
She must be on the
And
north side because of the seas.
She sells spell scrolls.
She does.
Spell scrolls.
Is that all?
Fairly much. Well, she usually sells them for wizards and such to so where you can learn new spells. Is there something else you would want?
I mean, you have nothing that. Do you have anything that contains spells, like wands?
Let me quick check the book as he sort
I'm
of.
gonna roll on a random table.
Anyways, as he sort of opens up this sort of fairly sized book, and so we have a staff of fire, which is about 20,000 gold. We have a if
We
you
have a
want,
Holy Avenger.
we have a staff of flowers. If you want that, that's about
Staff of flowers.
that's about 30 gold. Huh?
What kind of things do these staffs do again?
Staff of Fire has various different fire casting abilities, like Burning Hands, Fire, or Wall of Flame, stuff like that. Staff of Flower just allows you to summon a little patch of flowers on the ground if you hit the ground with it.
Nice.
That is all.
We have the staff of Insect Swarm, which is about 3,000 gold, which allows you to cast a giant insect plague on it from it, and you can also use you can say the command word and cause a swarm of insects to fly from the staff. Staff of striking.
You hit people with it.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's just really blunt. Hurts.
It's a ruler.
A bugbear came in with this thing with a little, it was like a furry thing.
Like a rabbit or some shit.
That's about 30,000.
I'm all-
As this guy is clearly starting to fall asleep, Corvo. Corvo will, thank you very much. We'll be sure to consider them.
Okay, anything else you're looking for?
Do you have directions to this, spell shop?
Yes, it's, if you continue going down the, Feraris, alley to, Tander, road, you can, find a shop. It has a, fairly large sign on it, you won't miss it.
All right then.
I'm gonna
Thank
look
you.
around. Are there any like figurines of Wondrous Power in any of his old cases?
As you're looking around, it doesn't really seem like he has any figurines of Wondrous Power.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Somewhere else you all wish to go? I'm assuming the spell shop.
I don't know. Walk out the door. I just do.
Oh.
Out of curiosity. After we walk out the door to the party. Out of curiosity, how much coin do we actually have?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, like enough for that pair of boots? Enough? Like a lot or no?
How much were they again?
18,000 is what he said.
18,000, so 1,800 platinum. Yeah.
18.
Did you want the boots?
How much do we have?
Well, we have almost 2,000 platinum. We have, 1,900 gold, 6,000 silver, and almost 1,000 silver. Or copper. As well as a lot of gemstones.
Oh.
She's like looking through the bag. Rifling through shit.
And with that, Corvo kind of springs up, like, Yugovin,
Yes.
you need a diamond, do you not, for that crown?
I do not need it for the crown. However, a spell I've been attempting to learn requires an expensive diamond. Yes.
Like the crown.
Yes.
What's the spell?
I am not sure what you all call it, but it should be a spell that will allow me to revive any of you if you died.
Should we go to a gemstone place and see if we can find you one?
That may be helpful. I cannot use a spell yet. However, in the future, having the gemstone on hand would be very helpful.
Probably for the best, yeah. And
Yeah.
maybe giving it the crown as well, if you're going to be able to make use of it.
You know?
My download speed is not well.
Did you want the boots?
I was just more curious and using it as the reference point for the amount of money we had. I wouldn't complain really if I have them. If they literally just boost the speed, then they'll probably most definitely come in handy.
It is likely a good idea to purchase items that will assist us in our journey. Now,
Want
then later.
If we're gonna get stuff and there's nothing else anyone needs to buy, then I think it'll probably be best if we get that at least.
Alright, and Nona's gonna link her arm around James and walk right back into the store, and she's gonna go, he would like the boots with the bunny ears.
Okay, that's 18,000.
And Nona's gonna count out 1,800 platinum.
In copper.
No,
He
I
would
don't have
like the
18,000
boots with
copper
the
in
fur.
platinum. With the
the Owen
fur.
boots.
The whole
Yeah.
club looking at her.
Oh my gosh. It's
So just
180
with
platinum.
spin?
by the way.
It's 180
Yeah.
platinum?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so she will put 180 platinum on the table.
Okay. As he puts it on a scale to make sure that it's the right amount, and he's like, "Okay, here you go."
Lazy bastard.
James, your shoes.
Much appreciated, lady.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright. Now we need to find gemstones for Yugovin. Magic store for Corvo. Actually, wait, Yugovin, can you check all these, see if any of these would work?
I will rummage through. Do we have any diamonds worth? Oh god, I don't remember how much it has to be worth for Revivify.
300. I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't. But none of them
Okay.
know what they are.
Yeah, then yeah, Ugovin will rummage through them all and go. It does not appear that any of these are the correct type of gemstone.
Darn.
Roll an investigation
Oh.
check.
All right, we'll do this. We'll do this all proper. 19.
19. As you're searching through all of the different gems that you all have, you come across one of the gems that looks strange to you.
I'll pick that one up.
You recognize your master working on this one a bit
Oh,
in the past. There's a faint glow in the center.
Which one has he picked up?
Let me just double check.
Is it the one that made Corvo's chest feel weird?
No.
You have that one. That's not on my list.
Just joking.
then
The pink
then
rhombus.
Naname's one big gem.
Rhombinoid? Sorry, I can't read.
Pink rhomboid.
Rhomboid.
Rhomboid?
Yes.
Rhomboid.
Okay, well then, yeah, Ugovin will pick that one up and kind of look at it. Can I? Do I remember what it did?
Roll Arcana.
Okay. Arcana. I only got a 10.
Not that comes to mind.
Okay. Then he'll hold it up and say, "This is strange. Where did you find this one?"
That one is from. This is Maddie trying to remember.
Second in dungeon. You guys actually just.
That was the
It
second
was.
one?
It was in the second. It was. He opened it from the second dungeon chest, but you never really paid attention to it because you guys didn't look at all the gems. You just sort of dumped them all in there. You just sort of dumped the chest in there.
No one was looking at the box. She's just trying to remember if this is the one from the aquarium or if this is the one from the.
Nah.
This was from the one that you were in.
He'll nod. It looks very familiar. I seem to remember my master working on this gem. However, I do not know what it does.
Want to hold on to it?
He nods. Corvo,
Hey.
would you be able to take a look at it? With my arcanical skill, I am not sure what its purpose is.
With my arcanical skill, psh, grabs it.
There you go. That's how you spell it.
He would hold out his hand.
Alright.
I'll do what I can.
He nods. It is appreciated. And he'll hand it over to you. And
Alright.
seriously watch you look at it.
It's gonna take me about 10 minutes to identify this, so if we could move on to our next spot. He's gonna hold out his hand to Naname as he has the gem in the other hand.
She will take his hand to the gemstones.
Okay. As you everyone but Corvo roll a perception check.
Perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Wow.
Oh no.
Come on, James.
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 Investigation?
Yep.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You guys really needed Corvo.
As you
I knew it was gonna happen too.
as you
After
are
rolling 2 natural 20s, just the natural one gotta
Yeah.
come back.
As you all are sort of walking around, you all sort of follow your nose to that weird scent. Yeah, it's weird because it's a very pleasant scent. As you get there, you say, you see a sign that says, Mimi's Fragrances.
Well, this isn't a jewelry store.
I do not think so either. We seem to be a little lost.
Shall we keep looking?
Staring at the rock.
You would finish identifying it. Corvo, you identify this stone as an ion stone of fortitude.
Ion Stone of Fortitude.
What does that do?
Looking it up right now.
It's in your guys' items already.
Ah. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Loot?
Whoever,
Loot?
yeah, loot.
Yep,
Yep.
loot.
It is.
Alright. So, it's loading.
No, I haven't put the.
Oh, that's a lot of words.
Okay.
You really have to pay
Uh,
attention to the last line.
No, I'm gonna read it. Ion Stone is named after Ion, a god of knowledge and prophecy,
That's
revered
just
on
from
some
the-
worlds.
Oh,
Many
that's a
types
neat
of Ion
thing.
Stones exist,
Mhm.
each type a distinct combination of shape and color. When you use an action to toss one of these stones into the air, the stone orbits your head at a distance of 1d3 feet and confers a benefit to you.
Which one is this?
Thereafter, another creature must use an action to grasp
Fortitude.
or net the stone to separate it from you, either by making a successful attack roll against an AC of 24 or a successful DC 24 dexterity check. You can use an action to seize and stow the stone, ending its effect. A stone has an AC 24, 10 hit points, and resistant to all damage. It is considered to be an object that is being worn while it orbits your head. Fortitude, very rare. Your constitution score is increased by 2 to a maximum of 20, while this pink rhomboid orbits your head. Huh.
So
Alright.
whoever uses it has a +2 to their constitution. AKA, remember when you get your +2 to your constitution, your HP goes up by the level because you get a.
Yeah.
Right, you get a full mod level. Okay.
Yeah, we would go up by 9. So,
Oh, it's a constitution buffer one.
Mhm.
Yep.
Shit, it's pretty powerful.
yeah, it can only be taken away by force with some pretty high
Pretty
checks.
high checks, yeah.
So,
I can do it.
yeah. So yeah, after a moment, one hand with Nami and kind of staring at this thing, kind of straightens his posture, and then you'll halt the stone. You'll say, "This is what is called an ion stone. It appears that if you allow yourself to become attuned to it, and you deliberately toss it into the air, it seems that it increases your own fortitude. That's its name." It seems like he's actively gaining information as he's reading it,
Right.
or as he's speaking it. An iron stone of fortitude, named after a god of knowledge and prophecy. Nonetheless, evidently, it seems that it makes it so that you are generally healthier. It increases your physique and your body's ability to handle itself.
I think if James has any more corn dogs, he's gonna need it.
Indeed.
Yeah. I'm probably getting an upgrade to the pack soon. Hopefully we'll be able to get more than just corn dogs.
He's constantly searching for the next upgrade for his
So,
Breakfast corn
as
dogs.
he kind of holds it, he'll kind of hold out to you, Govan. Very impressive.
Thank you.
You can say it rocks.
However, you can only have 3 items attuned to
Yeah.
at a time. Yeah. So he'll say, however, I do not think I can attune to this item. I currently have too many.
What would those be?
He would pause and then look down and say, my boots assist me in climbing vertical surfaces. My cape gives me extra defenses. And my lens helps me when I try and see.
We have
All are
matching
magically
shoes, and she
enhanced.
points at her feet and his feet.
Hmm. He says, all are magically enhanced, and therefore I cannot equip this stone at this time, unless I unequip one of these items.
See, you'll take it back. Right then. James,
Yeah.
what's your constitution?
Yeah, out of character. Who needs it?
15?
20?
13.
Oh, 13.
Oh fuck, you really need this. In
Out
that
of curiosity, so the longsword of Para, the attunement only makes it so I can make it glow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unless you're a spellcaster, right?
No,
Okay,
that's
then,
if
yeah.
you're a spellcaster and make you can
if you're a
make it glow.
spellcaster, yeah.
Pretty much, it's
Yeah.
focusing Arcana into the
Yeah,
the
so
blade.
you have a
I just wanted to
torch
double check.
on hand, but
Yeah, you have a candle actually. It's not as wide of a
oh, it's
light
not
as
as bright as a torch. Oh no.
It's a 10-foot radius and
Oh.
an extra 10
Yeah, no,
foot
I'm joking. Oh,
radius
this,
light.
yeah, I'll cast Dark Vision if I don't need it.
Yeah.
Man, that's not even.
figure-
At least if it was
Yeah.
like, if it was like Frodo's orc sword, you could at least tell when like, you know, elves were in your. Oh wait, no. Never mind, that one wouldn't be helpful.
But yeah,
Imagine a magical light that glows whenever there's a magical item nearby.
Perpetually powering itself.
The closer
yeah,
the item is, the brighter it glows.
Glowing.
You turn it on, you just
when you
Okay.
program a loop with an exit condition. But yeah, he will. In that case, he'll hand over James. You're the one that currently sees the most hardiness in use.
you get hit the most.
Yeah.
It seems
Yeah, I
I
do.
believe this to be useful to you.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Hand it over.
Halo, rock, halo, rock, halo.
While we're doing then, I'll attune to
Halo
the
rocks,
speed and
Halo
dance. Yeah.
rocks,
It
Halo
doesn't.
rocks.
Okay,
So
so
are we gonna...
And as he hands it over, he'll kind of look around. Where are we?
I don't know, we got lost.
We're lost.
You got lost?
We got lost.
Yes.
We're at the flower store. Fragrance store. Anyone
Right.
need perfume?
I could use some.
Okay.
My presentation. Okay.
And in we go.
okay,
Okay.
speaking of con saves, I want everyone to make a quick con save for me.
Oh god.
Vomit immediately.
Oh.
You
Yay.
go and you find,
Yeah,
buddy.
and you go
You
over.
find, you bastard.
Man.
Oh no, you guys have a problem. We're fucking fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a nose. I have a mask.
I even remembered that Shugovin, you actually don't even have to make this one. As
Oh, perfect. Well, there you go.
yeah.
Can
You
I
go.
take a natural 20?
No.
Please let him take. Have Yoda just collapse on the ground. Everyone else be.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
Well, sucks for you two plebeians.
as you all enter, you see this this shop with various many incense across the wall, and a couple different like perfumes and stuff against the walls too, and a human girl with brown hair and blue eyes, and Yugovin. As you enter the room, you see a sort of pink mist against the floor, and you see a an air ganassi with sort of a half-cut hair with sort of clouds on one side with normal sort. One sec, I gotta relook at the picture, but I'm pretty sure it's just normal eyes. Not your normal eyes, yellow eyes. But that's me not being prepared. But yeah. Yeah.
So can we make it canon that Corvo's fine because he's so damn tall?
Oh my god.
No.
He's above the cloud.
Yeah.
No.
I
Corvo,
was
you
gonna say
also.
because of like the plague doctor mask, but
Oh.
No, Corvo, you see the human.
Oh.
what
sorry.
happened to me?
Wait.
What do you mean?
I rolled a 4.
You
Sorry.
see a
Am
Yeah,
I
you're-
the only one who sees the Genasi? Is that
Yeah.
what's going on?
They appear to be
Mhm.
human. The fog is making everyone think they're human.
I see.
You also see a sort of large cut against the right side of their cheek, and sort of a scarf upon their head, around their neck. And hello there. How can I help you today?
Hello.
Nona's gonna point at James.
Why are you gonna point at me for?
You said you wanted.
Well, yes. Perfume could be nice, like in case we ever end up in a bog, a swamp, anywhere really that smells grotesque. But I was more passively saying, and then you kind of just pulled us in. So, like, I guess if you have anything like rose petal.
Okay, a rose scent.
Well, a nice green matcha tea smell, if you have something like that.
Okay.
I like that James does the whole like, well, I mean, I don't know really what I wanted, but I want this.
But if you have this exact specific flower from this one location,
If you have
Yeah,
an
I would
orange
say no.
daffodil scent, specifically orange though.
yeah, from the northern part of the world, if you can, you know, on top of a hilltop.
It's decultured to uncultured.
Yeah. I've only lived in the center. I don't know anything.
Okay, so
I guess north.
Yeah, phantom thorn extract. I hear it makes really good smelling perfume.
Makes you smell like Eldrin.
so a rose, a tea block. Sorry, you named off a lot of them.
Be right back.
Rose petal, well, which is the same as rose, and matcha.
Okay, rose petal, and matcha. The rose would be about a gold. The same with the rose petal, and one
Rose
gold
and
and
rose petal are the same thing.
Hmm?
Rose and rose petal are the same thing.
I know, that's why they're the same price.
I only need one.
Okay, then don't ask for two.
But they're the same thing. I was just saying which one you prefer to name.
Everyone sort of just sees them sort of looking with a happy face. You go over and you see a sort of like look of I'm tired of these people and rolling their eyes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm back.
We'll take
What does
one.
say anything?
No, we'll take one of each of the two.
Okay, and the matcha is one gold, 5 silver.
You got it.
Okay, thank you very much. Anything else I can assist you with today?
No, I think that's everything.
That's about it, yeah.
Thank you. It was really lovely talking to you. You have a
Okay.
very nice store.
Thank you.
Thank you, human. Wink.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. He has no reason to question it.
Well,
As they're leaving, Nona's just gonna be like, I love your hair! And then,
thank you. And for you, it's just straight brown hair, and it does have some lovely little curls at the end, but yeah.
Nona envies normal hair colors.
You go over Envy's hair.
You go in, there's also a couple piercings on this Ganassi that's looking at them.
Is
They
she
look
like
like a
fairly
badass.
out of place, I suppose?
Roll an insight. See how well you can
Okay.
tell things are
I'm
all.
actually pretty decent at this.
Oh,
Definitely when I do that.
you can,
Two natural 20s in a row, everybody.
man.
Just need 2 more to match me.
Yeah, man, it was. You can tell that something seems fairly off around everything. You can tell that off of the incense. That's where sort of the purple fog starting to come off of. You can sort of. She was sort of having a very rude tone with them throughout the conversation, and knowing the rest of your party, you could tell that they probably would have said some more words. And
James would have at least.
yeah, and she seems off in the location.
with that insight, and because she's a Ganassi, do I think she might be part of the sister group we keep hearing about?
If you're not 20,
There's at least
You-
a chance.
from what you know about the sisters, you know a potion maker that
Yep,
makes
that.
poison, a item salesman that sells curses, a food seller that sells diseases, and
Right.
now you're seeing an air ganassi that sells that has some sort of hallucinogen in their sense.
Yeah,
Please say
I
something.
think-
Please say
I
something.
think we can put 2 and 2 together. So I guess as everyone else turns to leave, he'll pause and say, "Excuse me, may I ask you a question?
What is it, sir?
Do you happen to have 3 other sisters who all sell various items?"
Nona at that like stops like halfway out the door and she like whips her head around.
Corvo says, excuse me?
I was wondering if she was sisters with the potion seller, the cursed item seller, and the food seller.
Nona does like the two-finger gun like
The
that's a
Gen-
human.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of get close to you over the Genasi family.
That's
Yes.
a human. Gustus
is not.
Air Genasi.
Yes,
what?
this is an air genasi. It appears the scented candle she has around the room is
Oh.
releasing some kind of hallucinogen.
As
Nona's gonna
Is
point
she-
at her and go, "Are you Gust?"
sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. As she also sort of,
Inside check.
as the rest of the party doesn't really see her hand motions except for you, Govin, as she sort of does a hand motion, and a gust of the sort of hallucinogen goes into your face. But with you unable to breathe, it has no effects on you.
Just boom. Ow.
Ow.
Yeah. Do the rest of us see like any of this mist go at him at all?
Make a perception check, all of y'all.
Yes, please.
And
Well,
25.
you guys feel a bit of a large breeze come from you, Govin, for a second.
Nona's
excuse
gonna
me.
look at the lady and like kind of like pump her arms up and down like, "You are, aren't you?"
yes, I am certain she is.
Corvo, reading the room, is going to take Yugovin's shoulder and say, like, I don't think it matters currently. I think it's best we come back at a better time.
He will nod. She does appear to be somewhat upset.
She does, doesn't she? He's going to try and
He'll
judge
nod.
Yugovin out the door.
Kirsty says hi.
And he'll say, "I apologize," and turn to leave.
You, Govin, you just see the look of pure frustration on her face. Like, she did not want to go through that today. And a bit of
apologizes.
confusion of why none of it was working on you.
Damn armor.
I've got a filtration system. Or no lungs. Depends how you look at it.
Nona, as she's leaving, just goes, "Kirsty says hi. It was really nice to meet you. I still don't know 100% what you do, but," and she gives a thumbs up and out the door she goes.
Keep
Okay.
Corvo go. I'm quite surprised you. Right, Yugovin. We're gonna have to teach you subtlety one of these days.
I apologize. I simply know that we have been looking for these sisters, or rather, we have been interested in the sisters, and I was wondering if she was one.
I've been
Well,
for them.
looking for them or whatnot, and nonetheless, it is business hours. I imagine she wouldn't want us calling her out in the middle of a workday.
I suppose not. I apologize.
Right. Yes.
Jewelry store.
Yes.
Indeed, yes.
Okay. So, you guys, continue down to the jewelry store. Roll your investigation.
23.
We take a big ass circle right back to the fucking. 26.
Well, I want nat 1.
Hey!
Like, jewelry store. Of course. Thunk!
Yeah.
Well, he walks back into the perfume store. This is
I wasn't done with you, bitch.
I have another thing to say.
Do you sell jewels? No, you stupid robot. Fuck up.
Your sister sells items, food, and potion. Do you sell rocks?
I'm curious.
So yeah, with those perception checks, you have to spend a bit of time leading Yogovin back to the right path. But you
He
guys,
like points at the store. Are you certain? That is not it. No. Are you certain? That is not it. No. Are you certain? That is not it. No.
I'm gonna take your snake.
I apologize. I will follow.
yeah,
I will only ask this time.
Yeah.
so yes, you guys
We'll
continue.
try not to anger the store clerk.
Stork.
Stark.
So yeah, so you all continue down and find a shop, and it's just like as you start to approach the door, you actually hear a fair bit of yelling within. And do you guys care to listen in, or?
Yes, 100% all the time.
I don't think she could refuse.
I can't. I have to listen into everything all the time.
Okay.
Corvo wants to make sure we're not gonna walk into like a fucking robbery.
Okay. Those who wish, roll perception.
Never mind.
Why not?
Fucking walks right. I don't hear anything. Boom. What's all this yelling for?
Why are you
So-
shouting? I want to shout.
So yeah.
Loud noises.
It's fairly loud. Everyone but Isaac can hear.
Fuck. Never thought you'd say that. Isaac, Jesus, haven't heard that name in years.
You hear what sounds to
Boom,
be
call you
somewhat of like two dwarfs sort of talking.
You're Scottish.
As they should be.
Sorry, Tyler.
Oh there, listen here. I'm not going back to those bloody mines, no matter how much you bloody pay me. I don't know what that bloody thing is, but no. Come on, you gotta. Come on now. How else are we gonna get some of this? The gems. Get somebody else. I don't care. Yeah. Whatever that thing is, I do not want to mess with it. As
It is likely a rock.
as Yugovin just peeks his head in.
Mines are full of them.
No, actually, the rocks are giant birds that fly through the sky.
Yeah, but
What?
if Isaac, you don't really hear the yelling. You sort of hear people. You sort of see that everyone sort of stops, but seems like a fairly open rock store. So
Yeah, as everyone stops, they're kind of, hello.
Someone fighting in there, I think.
Oh,
the yelling continues as it's just like you hear like a loud clang of something on the table, as it's just like, "Oh, I'm out of here," as he continues walking away.
No,
And,
gonna pull Corvo away from the door.
As the door sort of slams open, splintering the wood a bit, part of the handle actually digs into the wood outside, as it's just like, "What are you lot doing here?" As a dwarf,
Broken stone.
as a
God damn it.
as a red bearded dwarf walks out with a tri-braid, and you also see that he is missing his left leg, sort of hobbling on what looks to be a broken pickaxe.
oh,
Neat. A max, if you will.
Yeah.
Is asking us what we're doing here?
No, he just goes like, "What are you bloody doing here?" And then hobbles off.
Nona points at the door and looks at Corvo. She says, "That could have been you."
So it seems.
With your weak face, it wouldn't be.
I suppose we should carefully enter.
We carefully enter.
Okay.
Do we succeed?
No.
Open this
I'm
and pick out your stones.
I will look around for some 300 gold diamonds.
Yeah, you search around and you find you find 500 gold diamonds. You find 8 300 gold diamonds and about 10 100 gold diamonds.
He'll
Nona
point at
says,
the
"Pick whatever you want."
he'll point at the 300 gold diamonds and say, "These are them. However, it will be 1 diamond for each attempt I have to revive one of you. Should you die?
All right. Pick
I am
up as many as you
unsure
want.
how many we need.
How many are there
8.
again? 8?
Mm-hmm.
How much money do we have again? Left over?
Lots.
Okay, oh, 8.
We certainly can." He'll
Uh.
go and look at Naname and be like,
No,
Naname's like
next
very
time.
obviously.
powers?
Naname's doing the math. Meaning that he's doing the math.
how many
2,400 gold. We could totally do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Naname's gonna look at
what
the guy.
if 500 gold diamonds for? Do we need those?
It just higher level spells require
It's for
gold
like.
amount.
Grade restoration and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't think you have.
No, I don't have them on
Raise
hand.
Not right now.
Raised Dead is the one I was thinking.
Yeah, that's.
Is-
Nona's gonna kind of.
He has cleric level cleric spells that he can choose from too. So
Yeah. I just don't think he has it on his list right now.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
Not yet.
Revivify's the one I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Nona's gonna point her thumb to all 8 of the diamonds and look at the guy behind the counter and says, "Can we take all those?"
you see the dwarf sort of rubbing his eye, sort of in frustration, and it's like, yeah, whatever. As he sort of holds out his hands for the gold.
Nona will walk up to the counter and start counting out the gold. So, that guy seemed pretty mad. What happened?
Well, that tri-bitted Wes was too scared to go down the mines again.
What a wussy.
What was up in the mine?
He said that there's some sort of beast in there. Yeah, some sort of like jaguar-like creature. He said it had a skin of metal and eyes of none. He said that
None, like he didn't have eyes.
yeah, he said that the creature had no eyes.
Nona's
Hell
gonna
of
like
a
stop
poet.
counting. She's gonna pause. She's gonna look at you, Govin.
Corvo roll nature.
Yeah, sure.
That's like one of the pictures of the wall
Govin
things.
gives a very slow nod. Yes, it may be.
Which one is it?
Can't
It-
remember the name.
May be the beast.
Mm.
All right. It
Do we
was
want to
just
bother with it, or
I would wish to avoid it, if at all possible.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
fair
yeah,
enough.
let's put that. Then let's wish our best of luck in dealing with the issue, and probably head on our way.
He said that thing's like super dangerous, and she's gonna just continue putting the gold on the thing.
Apparently, he said that the rest of his men got gobbled up by that creature. Yeah, apparently a roar kept it. It yelled out and they couldn't move.
it is best to avoid the beast, if at all possible, when you can.
Just a bunch of cowards.
Nona's
Alright.
gonna like
I,
look up at you, Govan, like,
As
if I
you
may
sort of-
ask, sir,
Go for it.
if I may ask, sir, okay, do you want to do your thing first, Tyler, or can I ask
I
you a
was just
question?
trying to give a visual description of the boy, but if you
Okay.
have a word, you can.
Durf.
All right, Corvo will ask, are you calling them cowards in that you don't believe this story, or are you calling them cowards in which you do not believe they're facing the issue properly?
I believe that they could have, even if that beast was real, I was paying them to get through that mine. They needed dangers.
But like, honestly, if this is a completely new threat, then you weren't paying them for this. In which case, they didn't. Just point
fine.
out there.
this
Who
might.
put you in charge?
No, I'm just pointing out the facts.
Scott,
The
fight,
situation?
Scott, fight, Scott.
I
fight.
have a question.
Hey,
Both
what is
Irishman
it?
and a Scotsman.
Oh yeah, right, fuck.
The mine that they were going to, is it one that showed up recently?
Nah, we've been digging into that mine for a while. They just, they said that they popped a hole in the side of it. And they found, what looks to be some sort of, vast amount of, materials.
Oh.
Like a
we-
laboratory?
Looks as uncomfortable as Ugovin can look.
Nah, more like a
Like a
scrap
what?
yard.
Oh, Nona looks at you, Govan, just kind of reaches over, pats his arm gently.
He nods slowly. That certainly sounds like the location the beast watches. Yes.
Beast watch, you could say.
Nice.
Fuck you.
If we had a map, could you point us to where the mine is? so
Hey,
we
you're
can
trying to
avoid
steal
it?
my gold, eh?
No, we actively
you-
want to avoid it.
Would
actually.
you like us just to leave it alone?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay.
We really want to not be anywhere near that thing. If that guy was that scared,
Fine. But if I get you going around my area again, well,
Sir,
at
can
all.
you please mark it?
Well, it hasn't been again. We've never done it to begin with.
I swear on my inability to lie ever, we will
Hey.
not go near it.
It may be 10 o'clock in the morning, but I'm on my 7th keg. You guys are very blurry right now.
All 8 of you!
Also, as you guys look at the guy, the visual description I was saying, this guy doesn't look like he really gets out much. He seems to sort of be formed into the chair that he's been talking in.
Mr. Green.
Yeah. If you look towards the mountain range near the Shadow Falls, up towards the top, you'll see a new little area. I'm being
Thank you.
Okay, I see.
There it is.
Where?
right there.
Bing.
Oh, okay, so we'll just avoid that.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to know where it was.
Okay.
Gotta keep that in mind so we can keep it out of mind.
Get it because it's in a mine.
Da-da-da-da. SpongeBob me Bob. I've injected ketamine directly into my left testicle. It will now soon die.
Okay, so,
What?
anyways, what else do you want? So I can get you out of my bed.
This is the money for the gemstones, and she like pushes all the gold towards him.
Thank you, thank you.
Unless anyone wanted a pretty bangle, I think that's all we got. Unless we wanted to sell the gemstones we have.
I think we can keep the ones we have in hand.
I'd rather leave this man's attitude as soon as possible.
Fuck
Then
you!
Away with
You're the one who literally was insulting the people you're paying. Like, no offense.
Get out of my
that's literally
shop!
How you lose your supplying.
Gladly, Corvo leaves.
Ugobin,
Fine.
Ugobin will have scooped up 3 of the diamonds.
Okay,
So that he
and
has
Nono
some
will
on
put
him.
the other 7.
Out of curiosity, because I
What's
forgot.
8
what the-
minus 3? 5?
5.
Okay.
What is, out of curiosity, because I want to double check this, what does the crown do again?
It allows.
It's mini revivify.
Yeah, it's a resurrection spell, but it's a one-time use, and it will use all the gems within it. It's not something you
It
can just
consumes itself as a material component.
Yes,
Okay, so but it just lets you cast Revivify in essence.
yes.
Oh, I mean, we should probably at least have that out of the bag then in someone's hands then.
Yeah, he has 3. I'm putting the other 5
No,
in my
like
bag.
the gems are
The feather crown, the phoenix crown.
the Phoenix Feather
Whatever it was.
Crown.
Your crown of knowledge.
Oh, do I have
The Crown
that?
of
I thought I
Brilliance.
You
did.
took it and put it in the bag of holding this entire time.
Yeah, Corvo put on your head. You put it into the bag. We planned to give it to you, Govan, and we forgot. So.
Oh, I thought I did give it to you, Govan, because it's not in the bag.
I never got it because that was very
No.
specifically.
then,
Huh.
then after we leave, the trade-off happens. You have the crown now.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plot twist.
Like a plot twist.
Hardly.
Plot twist!
I almost spelled phoenix with an F.
The
Amazing of you.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
So, where do you guys wish
Phoenix.
to travel next?
Bless you.
Look, I honestly have no
Can
clue
we-
where we're heading right now. Out of character.
Magic shop, then to the docks.
Yeah, Mag Shop into the docks.
Okay.
To ask
yeah.
about a boat, then at the end of the day, then we're fucking around for the rest of the day, getting our clothes, getting on the boat.
All right.
Get
To
on
the
the
scroll
boat.
shop.
Roll your investigation.
Other one.
For my own wonderful knowledge, this is technically only Corvo can learn them, but the rest of us can have them. Is that right?
No. Corvo, so spell scrolls, they have to be on your spell list to cast them.
Oh, okay.
So only those that have the spell on their list would be able to use them. But Corvo can copy them down into his book as well.
Right.
Spell scrolls fucking suck. If you're not a
Yeah,
wizard.
that's unfortunate. Yeah, next
I
time.
can
That's
cast
why-
any
that's-
I can cast them as wizard spells because technically they're on my spell list.
Yeah.
Also,
Wait,
for
does
you,
Ugobin
don't
actually
that
get
bad
to-
Because you have 2 spells lists.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You're about
Ugobin
to-
has.
Well,
two
Ugobin
spells.
has sorcerer and cleric spell list. He would be able to cast them if they're on the spell
So I
list.
don't have to have them castable as long as they're just something.
No,
I
you
can
just
cast.
have the scroll. It uses the scroll as
Oh.
the spell slot and the spell.
Okay, so I could technically use any scroll that's a sorcerer or cleric spell.
Correct. But if
Okay.
if it's like a druid spell that neither of those 2 classes can cast, you can't cast it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So you
that's
have to be able to cast it normally, but to cast the scroll, but to cast the
Does it-
scroll in essence is a free spell slot of that specific spell.
Okay. And does the level matter in any way?
It's the spell scroll is set for the level.
I know, but
Yeah,
like
you change it
if
No,
it's
no.
an 8 level spell.
So
okay.
if it's a level you can't cast normally, you have to roll a d10 plus your casting modifier, and the DC is equal to 10 plus the spell level.
Oh, okay.
So if
So
you
say,
can't cast 9th level spells
It's a
and you
nine.
try to use a 9th level spell scroll, you roll for it.
Yeah, DC
Okay.
19.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's why in my setting always make it so that you can just cast.
Interesting.
Yeah. The
But,
scrolls are an
you-
interesting one.
And if you
But
care
we're
about that,
good
we're in
for
every game.
transferring
So
spells.
yeah, so going to the scroll store.
Mhm.
Very dry place, I imagine.
As you
There's a
walk up,
pond.
you see Sally's scrolls, and as you walk in, there's a lot of like those little mini door sort of things, and you see her sort of working on a couple different whatevers, and she looks up and is like, "Oh, hello there. How can I help you?"
I'm looking to see what spells you have that would be useful to. Well, that would. He walks in the door.
Gets on the floor and does the dinosaur.
God damn it.
You'll walk in and you'll say, "Can I see what you have that would be available to wizards?"
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me look at all the spells that I have. So, any
Do you want
sort-
to just pull up the wizard spell list, Tyler, and pick?
No, I have an actual list. And it's filled with a bunch
no
of
one's-
different types of spells. It's not just wizards.
Nice. Nona's
I'm
gonna
only
wait
interested in
outside.
wizards.
This is too much castable magic in one place. She's waiting outside.
Yeah.
Okay, any certain type you're looking for, or
How about divination?
divination? Let me check my list.
Indeed, a nation.
Indeed, a nation.
Face
Okay,
a stupid nation.
we have,
Gonna make your face resemble a nation.
we have a spell scroll of Mind Spike, if you would be interested in that. And we got a spell scroll of Legend Lore.
That's it.
Yeah, sweet. It doesn't seem
Legend Lord, please.
Okay, Legend Lore. Let me just look at the price real quick. No, sorry, the things are not loading correctly.
You're not loading correctly. Bam! Soccer across the
Uh,
face.
That'll be
Punch her
12,000 gold.
Run.
He looks over at whoever walked in with him.
Everyone.
Except Nona.
Except Nona.
Standing
Except Nona.
outside. It's too much castable magic.
Yeah,
No, the
Oh.
person with the money.
Yeah.
yeah.
James is gonna pop his head out. 12,000.
4,000. What?
No, it's 12,000.
Oh, okay.
12,000. Wait, 12,000?
Not 12. It would be 6,000
So,
because it's
Okay.
half the price for usable.
6,000?
6,000. Oh, I'm not even sure that's worth it.
Whatever. Nona will give him the money.
Alright. James will hand it over to Corva.
Corville handed to the lady.
Fucking bucket
Lady
change.
handed
and
to
shit.
Nanami.
As she pulls out a one of the scrolls and hands it over. What else can I? Is there any other types of spells you would want to learn?
I imagine you have Fireball, correct?
No, we got sold out of that one.
Fuck you!
Damn it! Corvo's been trying to find Fireball for years.
I
You
can't
don't
just
have-
get it when I level up because I technically don't know what leveling up is.
So you don't have any other spells available? Any other scrolls available?
Oh no, I have a lot of
Oh, no.
scrolls. What?
Any good sellers?
Say that one more time.
Any good sellers?
Yeah, we got a couple different good ones. How much of a price range are you
Nearly
looking for?
Orgasmic, putting that in my character sheet.
Just tell us what you got. Trust us. We'll assume we can afford it.
Okay, so, so I don't have to go through every single,
No, just the
cast
better,
says?
the better souls. Yeah.
Okay, well, I was just sort of saying what type of casters are you, so I can give you the correct, I can tell you the list for the correct ones.
I am a
Ooh.
sorcerer, and I could also do clerical magic.
Combine magic, as well as we have wizard on hand.
Okay, so, we have, Charm Person, Cure Wounds, Floating Disc, Alter Self, Magic Mouth, Maximilian's, Earthly Grasp, Mind Spike, like I said, Ray of Enfeeblement, Rope Trick, Zone of Truth, Counterspell, Dispel Magic, Fly, Tidal Wave, Tidal Wave, Fabricate, Lehman's Secret Chest, Mordenkainen's Private Sanctuary.
All these names don't exist in this lore.
They're just the people who came up with them, just some fucking schmuck.
a mixture of stone, power wood, pain,
Oh.
Who can cast that one?
That's the wizard's can. That is a
Oh.
8th level.
That's a
That's
wizard
a
spell
7th
for
level
when a
spell.
wizard is really looking to spice up the old
Never-
lonesome.
Pissed off a wizard.
A high level wizard is one of the most powerful things in this world.
Well, if Joe Cat has ever taught me anything, it's that wizards are the ultimate class for you bully them in high school, but when they're level 15, you cry.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
any of those catch your
it's just
fancy?
death.
I think 2 of those were clerical spells. Is that?
Zone of Truth, Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Technically,
I don't know.
but they do have an extra legend lore if you clerics can cast that one too.
Nah.
You want us to just both have one if we really need to know something?
Fucking.
Well, I mean, Corvo-
That ain't a bad idea. Corvo will kind of put a hand to his chin. So it's like a second
Ah.
one of that wouldn't be
Corvo,
terrible.
Corvo, Corvo. Can you make scrolls?
I also sell the ink for putting it into your spell books.
That's important. Buy some of that.
Yeah, you might want
Shut the
to
fuck up.
Out of character. So this is a question. So if James were to copy a spell he knew into Corvo's spellbook, could he?
Both wizards.
Yeah, because in essence, it would be me making a scroll, and then Corvo copying the scroll onto his
Yeah, I've
book
copied from
more
other
direct.
spellbooks
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
can you
I
just
think
copy
so.
from your spell?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't have a spell book,
done
I
it
would just
before.
copy it down.
Yeah, if you have a spell, he can.
I could just write it down for him. Okay, then yeah. I'd say get that. Like some ink so
Get
we
some.
can copy. We get you protection from evil and good.
How much ink you need? It's 50 gold per level of spell.
You think if you painted a goblin with enough magical ink, it would make him powerful?
No.
Make him messy.
Tattoo.
You know,
Tattoo.
the real question, would it make you more flexible? You know, bendy,
Oh my god.
and the ink machine.
Okay.
Anyways, so
Legend lore. What level of spell is that?
Yes.
Okay.
so 20.
Felipe,
Sure,
how
yeah.
many spells do you want to give to Corvo, and what are their levels?
The main one I wanted was the protection from evil and good
What level?
first.
First. Okay.
Was there any other spells that you guys were wanting or no?
Nah.
No.
Nothing immediately came to mind.
Okay. Is there any other spells that James wants to give to Corvo? Because I'm just
Does
adding
Corvo
up
have
the
dark
total of
vision?
the spell.
No. No.
Do you have the spell?
No.
Do you want the spell?
Yes.
What
Yeah,
level?
that one. Second level.
Okay.
And do you have blur or no?
No.
Then I'll add that one as well. Another second level.
Another second level? Okay.
So that should get it covered. Protection from evil and good has us covered for charm effects. Blur and dark vision got you covered for other things.
Is that everything you want to teach him?
It's everything I have.
Alright.
Wait, do you have absorb elements?
I used to.
Do you want it again?
No, I don't have a melee item. Well, I do, I just don't use them.
Absorb elements?
Yeah,
To be fair, it still gives you resistance to an
Yeah,
elemental
you
type.
don't need the...
I know, but I just figured get the most bang for my buck. It wouldn't hurt to have it, I suppose.
Like I'm saying, do you have it in your spellbook? Not even just prepared, just in general.
No.
Might as well add it as well, just in case.
What level?
First.
First.
And that covers
Alright.
every single spell I have.
Alright, okay. So that's at least 550 gold worth of ink. If you guys want more, you can buy more, but that's the minimum you're gonna want to ask her for.
And where wizards don't have any of the cheapening ability, so.
Yeah.
So do you guys want the ink?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
And yeah, they didn't say a spell Corvo wanted, so
So ink it is.
Try
Yeah,
to get
no
one
spells,
your own
James, but-
secret little chest.
Actually, how much was the counter spell?
The counter spell, so
it's a third level spell.
Third level, so it's an uncommon. So 200 gold.
We can add that.
You got that too?
Yeah, I'll have that on hand. Just worst comes to worst, I'll have the ability to cast counterspell
Does
in the event
Corvo
there's a spell.
have counterspell?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then I won't worry about adding the price for the.
No, that one's just James having the actual scroll on hand. He can't copy it, so it's just nice to have.
Nona will hand out 750 gold for all of the things listed above.
Guess we'll
So-
wait for
Have
Mason.
we been
I'm
to
gonna
the
use
magic-
rest of
have
it
we-
right quick.
Have we been to the magic item store yet again? We have, right?
Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
you guys learned about this place.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to confirm because I wanted to see if maybe they have a corn dog upgrade.
We've
We'll
got
stop
all day
by
to fuck
anyway.
around, so.
Yeah, we'll stop by again.
But is that everything we needed to do?
Yes.
Okay. Now we need to fuck around till night so that
Mhm.
we can get Corvo and I's change of clothes.
So, do you wanna walk around and then just sort of say your characters go on autopilot and walk around, and I can start naming off a couple random things that you can do around here, and if there's something that interests you, say.
I think for the
Oh,
most
or-
part, James wants to go check if there is a way to upgrade the bag of corn dogs,
And then we need to go to the docks.
and then check out the docks, see if we can get a boat there. Aside from that, just like maybe goofing around in the plaza, if there's a sauna.
Oh yeah, bathhouse. That's a really good idea.
Okay, so
McGovern could use some cleaning.
roll an investigation check, James, for your cornbog update. Okay. As you sort of look around, you know that there's not really a corn dog update here. They do say that they wouldn't doubt that somebody within either Marva or Springbow would probably have something like that, but you'd have to sort of search around. But yeah. And then you guys just head south, and Ugovin has perfect navigation, so it's not going to be that hard. So,
All right, to the docks. We're looking for a boat that can take us down to Marva, either tomorrow morning or tonight.
Okay.
Sometime after we get our shit from the.
so yeah, you look around and you see a couple different ships. You see a couple of the bigger ones. It seems like they have just stopped in, or they're about to leave. One of them states that they're going to be leaving within 3 days. Another one states that they are going to be leaving towards the middle of the day. And then you actually do see a familiar looking boat. As you see the boat with the orcs on it, and you see them and
We'll kill them all.
as you get closer, you actually notice that the sort of outline of the ship actually, it looks like an orca. And it's also written on the back of the ship, the Orc-Uz.
That's fucking hilarious. I love that.
As it seems like they're sort of relaxing in their chairs, sort of playing a game of cards, and it's just like, what do you want?
We were wondering when you were next setting sail down the river.
whenever somebody wants us to. Do you have a certain time?
Tonight
Yeah.
and I will tell them half an hour after we're supposed to go pick up the thing.
Okay, we could probably do that. We will say this. Tell of, not rafting could be a bit dangerous, but, we're always down to go if need be.
This sounds exciting. Let's do it.
Gonna look around. Anyone okay with a little bit of trouble on the water?
I think we'll be all right.
Tonight it is.
Okay,
Only important voice in the group.
that'll
No,
be
that's-
about,
Or nobody else answered.
that'll be about, 100 gold.
We also have the 3 horses. Is that okay too?
150.
I'm back.
You got it. Each? And Nona's like trying to count.
Yes.
Please tell me James or Corvo was listening.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. As he sort of reaches out his hand after he spit in it to, like, officiate a deal.
Nona's like counting out the money. She doesn't realize what's going on. For Maddie's sake.
I don't know what's going on. So
Nona's
sorry.
getting swindled is what's going on.
7 times 150, 700.
Okay, but,
1,000.
Is it 150 each, including the horses, or 150 for the 4 of us, and then the horses are included in that?
Oh, are we at the docks?
Yes.
All
We're
right,
talking
cool.
to the orcs.
Yeah. It seems like it's less of a swindle, more of he's trying to figure out what's going. He's trying to make it sound more official than he can tell it to be. So whichever one you give him, he'll go with.
Nona like looks down at the bag and she looks back. Sorry, I'm confused.
Then I guess you go and lean over and say, I think he wishes for 150 gold for all of us.
She's gonna look at the orc like and point at you, Govin. Like, is that the?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And she will.
Yes.
Yes. Hello.
Alright.
Yes. Okay. She will hand over the 150 gold.
Okay. As he takes the gold and sort of puts it in this like side satchel. Captain Snaggletooth, nice to meet you. As you sort of look at him, he has one like large tusk in the front of his mouth. He sort of
It's like
has
made of iron.
he has one sort of eye closed and sort of like shaky hands.
They call me Bora Morgan No Tooth.
I beat the shit out of this fucking tiefling again.
You get this job, dude. It was so easy.
Anyways,
Yeah, yeah, when I challenged him, he got a cup and said he was ready. Didn't know he got a fucking cup. I decked him.
yes. Anyways,
But yeah, if we're at the docks, we'll say Corvo just admiring the legend lore.
okay.
How many people are around?
Everyone.
A fair bit of people.
Can we find somewhere not fair bit of people? He just wants to be
Roll-
near the water where there's not a lot of people.
Roll an investigation.
Okay.
This is a trade town. It's what's near the water is usually the docks where all the boats are.
Yeah.
Technically, it's an island, so it's kind of surrounded.
27.
You can find this little like alcove. Yeah. On the top part, there's not really any land, but you find this little section where it looks like you can like jump over the fence and like hide underneath there if you want alone time. But other than that,
No.
there's not really. There's not really
Well,
anywhere.
no. Well, not just. Well, with that, he will say, I guess spotting this with his mind's eye.
God's eye.
Yeah, he'll go over and say, now we've secured travel, I would like to get those items over with, as he looks over at Naname.
She looks real nervous as you say that. She'll say, "Can I not wait till later?"
If you'd rather we find somewhere more private to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm just asking, when would you like to do this? I can find a place for us to do this.
Hey, look, we're out of feed for the horses, and she like turns around.
Corvo's
Was
going
James there?
Probably.
No, I have some food for the horses for at least 10 days. It's on my pouch. I can grab some if you need. He was gonna go do a thing and just pull out a giant bag from the thing. It's like full of horse feed. It's 10 horse days for one horse, but for that today should be fine, right?
You just carry that around all the time?
Well, but you feeding it to the horses whenever he wanted a snack.
Corvo goes to cast message and then doesn't, and then just goes over to Naname. Please, just hear me out, all right? I feel this is something we need to get over with sooner than later.
The horse feed?
But he's right. If we're traveling to and she kind of like looks down.
I think there's something
James,
else.
please.
I'll leave you to it. You two have fun. Bye.
Oh, don't leave.
No, you don't want
James.
me to leave? Do you want me to leave, Corvo?
If you'll give us a moment, but don't leave.
We'll stand in the corner like you go. So you go stand in the corner like you go.
Pretends to be Hugo, but like both of them are on autopilot.
Exactly. That's exactly what he does. And he's giggling to himself half the time.
Let's find a bucket, carves a hole in it.
I gotta get a Yugovin cosplay for James.
Oh my god.
James just has a costume of all of the other party members.
God.
It's just a buff version of every party member.
He's the master of disguise.
God damn it.
The other one.
The costumes are amazing, but it's like that muscle mass doesn't match any of them.
Yeah. Well, I like the one of Corvo's where he just like ripped off the sleeves, and it's like the sleeve that's like ah.
Continue on.
Yeah. So she kind of looks down. Corvo will crouch down, and he'll go and he'll very deliberately go place a hand on her shoulder, so she can stop him if she doesn't want it.
She does not stop him.
All right. Do you want to know what I plan to do with them?
Yeah.
I feel it would be best for all of us to get rid of them.
That is a terrible idea.
What makes you say?
What makes me say that is that he doesn't need them, and if you get rid of them, then that'll make him mad.
I am most certain he's using them to follow us. And even besides that, he's using them to try and communicate with us and see all these things. I think keeping them around is going to be more damaging than anything else.
If he's using them to track us, then that's better than him using one of his commander to do it.
Nave, these are going to be what allows him or his commanders to find us.
No, it's not. Noya doesn't need anything to help track somebody down. My uncle warned me about her. She can spot people from miles away, like they're 2 feet in front of her. And she's willing to chase people down from one end of the earth to the other, just to scare them.
Say the name again.
Noya.
Can you spell that name, Maddie?
Noya. There you go. Oh, I caps lock.
Oh, yeah.
Noya!
Noya!
Noya! Noya!
Noya! She looks stressed. Like she started talking about this, he could feel with his hand on her shoulder, like every muscle in her body tense up.
How are you sure of this? How do you know this?
And she will pull out the book again. She will flip over to a page in it, and at the top it says Commander Noya, and it's an entire page about her. This was one of the things I was talking to my uncle about.
Which book is this?
Her notebook, her personal one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to her chunk in my notes. When you look at it, it says the hunger of 1,000,000 miles, Noya. Do you want to read the whole thing? 'Cause I'll read it.
Can you deem it to me?
Sure. If I could fucking copy paste this thing.
No, you can't.
Jesus, okay, there we go. Ah! My mouse has these 2 buttons on it that change the speed of, like, the sensitivity of the mouse, and sometimes I accidentally click it, so sometimes my mouse will be, like, 3 times as fast for no reason, or, like, half as fast as I like it to be, just randomly. Because it's like a gaming mouse.
A weapon in the wrong hands.
There is more than that, I just haven't written it down. The stuff that's missing is the correction of the eye thing. She's like, it's because she can see from 2 miles away. Perfectly clear.
He'll kind of take a hold of it to read it. Then he'll give it back. This... Well, if they can... Just seems to be kind of taking a moment to process all that.
So, I think it's best that I keep all of them in the bag.
Well, if they can track us despite them, I still see no need to keep them. He's only going to use them and try and mess with you.
So I don't let him. I come to you whenever something happens.
Well, I say we get rid of them. Don't even give him the chance.
He's already mad that you have the one from the ice person.
What does that mean? He's mad.
It means that on the bridge, after I got away from you all, without the stones, he started talking to me again and told me to get that thing from you.
What else do you know about these people, these commanders?
There's 3. My uncle is one of them. And she takes the book and she flips to one page before, and it's got an entire page on Ventarakill, split into 2 very obvious parts. One, the stuff that she knows about him, and then just a quoted message. I will send you that.
If you could send me everything, because Corvo's gonna look through all of that.
I will when I get the revised version, because I asked Tyler for a separate document to put all of it on, and I'll just tell him to give you access to it.
Ah, alright. Alright, let's read that.
My uncle was one, Noya is another, and the last one there is nothing about. I don't know anything other than what they look like. But her name is Arist. more I know, the more prepared we can be if one of them ever shows up. I don't think my uncle will, but it's best to be prepared about it. And pissing this guy off is not going to do us any favors.
And what are we going to do? Give in to him? Let him
No.
manipulate us like this?
No. But I'd just rather you all not die for this.
I'd rather you not be tormented by him.
I've been tormented for years.
Well, it can stop here.
It doesn't, though. If we get rid of the stones, he just gets mad. He sends another one of those things that looks like him, or he sends Noya, and if he sends Noya, we're fucked. That's it. Game over.
Of course there's a fucking catch. Alright, fucking...
Sorry to interrupt.
Hi. Hello.
I have a feeling like I'm missing something here.
I agree. You two seem to be distressed.
Do you remember the sending stones that the mimics had when we
Yes.
were clearing out
Yeah.
the town? It got to
Sending
a point
hearts?
where What?
The sending hearts, the ones in abundance.
Yeah, the half hearts.
Mm-hmm.
It got to a point when we were getting rid of all the mimics that I didn't really want to look at them, so I just was shoving them in my bag. So, one thing led to another, and now this guy's on her ass.
Because we have the hearts.
Nona's gonna like pause for a second. She's gonna look at James. So technically, Corvo has his.
What does that
Okay.
mean?
She's gonna motion to Corvo's pocket. Can you take it out?
Reach into his coat and take out the stone.
It's a full heart.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a full heart.
Straight up hard.
He implied that that was his. Like from his body.
So after us again, because now we have. No, that doesn't make sense.
What?
Why was he after us in the first place? We just got that one. Only because he sent it after us. Why is he following us?
That would probably be my bad. I got curious. I wanted to know. He talked about his commanders. I wanted to know what they were so that should we have run into them, we could be prepared, but
So you've been talking to him.
When
This
did you
entire
start talking
time?
to him?
11 days ago. Well,
His entire
9
time.
days. What?
His entire time you've been talking to him.
For 9 days.
How long ago did we get the hearts to begin with?
11. 12. A couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember because the messages didn't start immediately. I think it's 12 days.
12 days and then started 9 days. So there's a 3-day period.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the small cap.
And you didn't inform us?
He didn't tell us a single thing.
Well, not to be rude, but your plan is to what? Throw the stones into the pier?
No.
Yeah, that might not be the better plan, but it's better than letting us all be unexpectedly ambushed.
If we throw them away, we will be unexpectedly ambushed. That's the whole point.
I'm not upset at the fucking things. We can figure that out after. I'm upset you didn't tell us.
And I apologize. I'm sorry I didn't.
No. This literally could have got us killed.
It does seem.
Actually, I saved your asses.
How?
Noya was at the festival.
James,
Yugovan and I both saw her. She was in the moon.
She was chasing another man.
Mm-hmm.
If that was her.
By talking to him, that didn't happen.
No.
She was there.
I'm-
He and obviously she knew about us. apparently she waved, even.
I do want to clarify that. I'm not upset you're talking to him. Talking to him is fine. Sounds
I
good.
know. You're mad because I didn't tell you. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
Well, it was stupid of you not to tell us.
We don't need to turn on each other.
This isn't me turning. This is me saying we don't know what we're facing if no one tells us. If we all knew we were expecting a vampire like that to show up, we could plan for it more.
Well, fun fact, I was planning on telling you all, and then this morning he showed up. I was actually telling Corvo about it last night, and she'll, like, pushing up to him. I was planning on talking to the rest of you today, when we had some quieter time. And after I had calmed down from the panic of all that.
You make the choice to tell us before or after the fight.
Well, considering I just said I was planning on telling you last night and the fight happened this morning, why don't you glean something from that?
Okay.
The plan was to tell you all today when we got onto a thing that I was sure that the copy of him couldn't follow us on. Either getting onto the boat or getting onto the other side of the river.
However, if the copy cannot follow us, will Noya not be the next one to pick?
No. Not yet.
He'll nod.
But if we throw the stones, she will be.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter if we have the stones or not?
I don't know. He told me not to get rid of them. He told me if I let Corvo have them, he'd be, well, not that he'd be mad, but he told me
So
not
then
to.
it's not that he doesn't want us to lose them, it's he wants to make sure you have them.
She nods.
That isn't going to lead to anything good.
How many stones do we have?
5. 6. What's that one? She points at the full heart.
Hmm.
And he wants me to be holding them.
It does seem strange that he requires you to have all 6 if they are nothing more than message spells. I wonder what the purpose for that may be.
I don't know. I just know that if I keep talking to him, you guys don't die. He was very clear about that on the bridge.
Are we certain his words are trustworthy?
Yes.
How so?
I am pretty great at telling when somebody lies, and he seems to hate it when others lie. I don't know if he could himself. But he has yet to lie about anything. Or be untruthful or hide things that he didn't deem necessary. And he seemed pretty adamant about telling me that he would do something worse than death to you guys.
Of course. Nothing new at this point. I hate all of this. You know, it'd be great if something came fucking easy once.
On the bright side, I know there's something that angers him even more than anything we could ever do.
What is that?
It's a person. And I am very scared to say that name out loud. Not that I know the name. I just know a title. And she's gonna look at the book in Corvo's hands, and she's gonna flip it to, like, a couple pages, like, to the very last page, and all it says on the page is, "Never speak of the smiling man."
The Smiling Man?
Yep.
Does that sound familiar at all to us, Tyler? Does anyone, like, story-wise, or is there any, like, ghost stories about him?
I don't know about you, Govin.
I was gonna say, probably not me, but...
Yeah, I was about to say.
Corvo, if you wanna.
Yeah, I know a guy that smiles a lot.
I don't have lips.
You do.
What was that check? History?
Yeah.
Your guidance.
I will
Okay.
be right back.
Roy D20.
The number.
Sorry,
15.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Roll D20 real quick.
Oh, D20, okay.
For spell exploding.
3.
Okay. So, you seem fine for right now, but,
Yeah.
but yeah, so, you, you remember there was this, children's book a bit ago that, talks about this, grinning man who decided to help a troll. He he continued to help the troll, and even though the troll thought that it was only a monster, and continued helping him until the troll decided that it didn't have to be big and mean, and the troll decided to also become smiling too. You don't. That was just an old children's story, but it was written by a undisclosed author.
I'm back. Sorry.
What up, bitch?
What's going on?
We've, Corvo has analyzed this children's story.
Okay.
His brain.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
Alright.
going on? Blacked out for a hot second.
Now it collapses on the ground.
Yeah.
he will say, I recall a children's story that goes by that name. It tells of a smiling man that helped a troll to overcome its evil nature to become a fellow smiling person. It had no disclosed author, but it sought wide publication.
That is strange. It sounds similar to Captain Palm.
I don't know if it's the same one, but he sure doesn't like him. Pretty sure that man imprisoned him. So I
Imprisoned him? Oh,
imprisoned
sounds like a
the
good
charmer.
boy.
Nona, as she's
Freedom.
saying this, you can tell she keeps pausing, like, between words, like, preparing for any kind of, like, bad shit to happen, like, at any second.
Good freedom.
So, as Corvo looks at this heart, is there anything weird about it, or is it just a heart?
Make a medicine check.
Cool.
I planned on looking into him when we got to Marva.
16.
Okay. The heart definitely seems strange. It it's definitely a real heart that has some sort of magical imbuement. in it to make it become some sort of magic item. You can tell that the heart is fairly old. Can't get a exact date out of it, but it is an older heart.
This is straight up a heart.
It's just straight up his heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought it was more of a metaphorical, symbolic thing.
No.
Okay.
The look on her face was dead serious when she's like, I'm pretty sure that's his heart.
He takes a look at it. He'll say, he was able to communicate through me with this thing.
I can also tell you for certain that there is no scrying on it. I don't know what's on it. Apparently that's not the thing. Not on any of them.
None of them have scrying.
She shakes her head. Just contact.
So, can Corvo activate sending on this thing to talk to him?
You attempt to try through that stone, and it does not work.
Alright.
What do all the other ones look like?
They're
They're
half
not-
hearts.
If you ask Nona, we'll pull them all out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Naname, can you show me one of the other hearts?
Yep. She'll reach in, hold one out.
Are
I
they-
need it back
Okay.
though after,
He'll nod.
and he was pretty not happy with me.
He'll pick up the heart out of her hand if she lets him, and is it the same size? But half?
It looks like an average size heart.
Does it look different than Corvo's and
Uh,
so I'm looking at half?
Like, is it the exact
Make
same
a,
part, or
uh,
is it just
Is it
a
like a
medicine check.
cartoon heart?
Okey.
You can't really tell.
Wow.
You can definitely see that it's half a heart. You see all the normal bits, like in those sort of high school like heart displays, and it's just like, oh yeah, this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right ventricle
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
of the heart. I cannot tell if it is of a similar body. I was curious if the other half hearts were from different creatures or the same.
I don't know, but I've been trying not to think about the fact that I have 5 just half hearts in there.
Technically, then you have 2.5 hearts.
Well, now I have 3.5.
That is true. That is 3.5. No, I'm kidding. That's 3.5 more than me. Pretty good would say that.
Be careful with that one though. That one still has the return sending on it.
Return sending? How does that work?
They work both ways, so he can talk to me on them, and then if I want to, after the first sending is done from his end, I can send him a message from my end using these ones, but
They restore in a day.
every day at dawn,
Let's see.
I get my messages.
Hello, cat.
Zola!
Salah. Coleslaw. But yeah, he'll hand the bird back.
She puts it right back in her bag.
Corvo's gonna put his back in his coat. Alright.
Can we just
He's
put
gonna
it-
lean back against like a nearby railing or pole. He's gonna start putting his hand through his hair.
Move hair.
You just touch his heart and put your hand in.
Fucking, it's clean, of course.
Keep in motion, it prestidigitates and then through the hair.
I know, but still,
This removes
She's like-
100.9% of germs.
she's like wiping her hand on her leg. You could see her doing it from holding the half heart. I know, but it's like the thought.
the thought that counts. No, that's a heart, not a brain. So what shall we do? Do we
I don't
risk
know.
holding on to the hearts and having him follow us, or risk?
Yukoven, please.
He stops mid-sentence and looks over to Corvo. I apologize.
Nona looks at James. She goes, I'm sorry I kept it from you. It's not that I don't trust you, I do. And I think you know that.
Yeah.
I just,
What was that?
Turns red.
I just didn't really know a good time to bring it up, and then the fair happened, and I really didn't want to give anyone a buzz kill during it, because we all needed a break, and
If it
after.
ever happens again, let us know immediately.
Please.
If you plan to start talking with them or someone else like this, let us know before you start, so we're all have a consensus.
She nods.
Thank you.
I do need the heart, though.
Do you know if he can see us now?
I don't know. Like I said, there's no scrying on them. Judging by the fact that I am not in an immense amount of pain and I'm not terrified by anything and nothing bad happened, I didn't get any messages about bringing that up, and she points at the book where it still says Smiling Man. I don't think so. He was very mad when I brought that up last time.
Pain.
Without love.
Not physical. It wasn't pain, it was just terrifying. She like reaches over and she like closes the book in your hands and puts it back in the bag too.
Yeah, just he'll hand it to you. What? What? I don't know what to do at this point.
We play the game.
I suppose so.
I have you to keep me grounded. To make sure I'm not being swayed by any fancy words. And I keep open about what I learn.
See him reach into his coat and pull out a flask. Suppose that's all I'm fucking useful for, isn't it, huh?
Flask.
He's not saying this at you, he just seems to be looking into space as he says that.
Are you taking a drink at like noon?
Yes, I am. If you'll excuse me. I'm gonna start walking away from the group. Or at least try.
Kill him.
Can I sleight of hand the fucking thing out of his pocket?
Okay, roll for it.
Try and fucking nab it. It's mine.
As when you go back and take your swig, with the sort of relief of after your
He's
drink.
not drinking it yet.
As you're turning around, that's when she's doing it.
Yeah. As you as your pockets sort of jingle around, you everything seems seems the same. As Nona sort of puts random stuff in your pockets to counterweight it.
Right.
Nona looks at James in the eye as Corvo's like turned around. She's gonna hold up the heart to make sure he knows, and she's gonna shove it in her bag. Give him a thumbs up.
No, Corvo's like looking between Nanami and Corvo.
Like I said, Corvo is taking a bit of a walk.
Do you mind passing me the pouch? Your bag of holding for a bit. No, no,
I do actually. I do mind doing that.
do you mind passing me some coin?
Sure. She'll reach into the bag. Toss. She pulls out the chest, realizes it's probably a bad idea, then reaches inside, grabs a little pouch of gold, and throws it at you.
What? It's only like
It's gonna be a bit
Yeah.
expensive, actually.
What?
It's gonna be a bit expensive.
What are you buying?
he's going back for the pet shop.
Do you mind giving me like 6,000 worth, gold pieces worth, if we have it?
Give me the bag. I'll just give you 600 platinum instead, and she'll
That
use
works.
it later. And she'll
60 platinum. 60 platinum.
60 platinum.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's 10. It's 10.
No, 60
If-
platinum is 600.
It'd be
No.
600. 6,000 to 600.
That's how math works.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's 10, not 100.
Fucking centimeters,
Mason,
man.
there's 100 centimeters in a meter.
Centimeters!
Christ on it,
Centimeters.
Christ.
I have no idea what you're buying, but go off, I
what?
guess. And she will
What?
give you the 600 platinum.
James is going to go back to the scroll shop
Okay.
What you getting?
and buy the scroll of Mordekainen's private sanctum that they mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Okay, let me just.
Bring it back. Give it to Corvo. We might need some more for this one.
Whatever he returns.
Corvo has walked over to that lonesome spot Tyler has talked about. He currently has his mask off, if you do walk over to him.
Freak.
I wish I could. Luckily for him, it's out of character.
Yeah, James is gonna buy that and get it to Corvo. Actually, I would have got a bit extra for the 200 ink needed for copying it down as well.
Oh, you're actually going over to him?
Yeah, afterwards, after I go shopping. So it'll be a
200
bit,
gold for the
Inks, yeah.
inks needed.
yeah. So it would be a bit after I come back, so probably like half an hour. But
Alright, fair enough. Corvo would still be there, so...
Yeah. No, Nona looks like she doesn't really want to go over there. She takes a seat on one of the poles and looks at the water.
Well, if Ugoba stands here any longer, he's gonna start para-izing something, so he'll, I guess, just stand next to or move over next to Nanami and stand quietly.
Okay. Do you guys do that for the night? Oh, and James, do you
What,
talk
when
to
I come
Corvo?
I was gonna
Yeah.
talk to Corvo.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna just walk up to Corvo and hand him the scroll case and a small little pouch with the inks.
As you walk over, you can see he's kind of, adjusting. Like, he acknowledges you, but doesn't even look over at you. Just has the flask open as he's, like, sitting there.
This might come in handy.
Maybe. Kind of shrugs. Takes a swig of the flask.
Better than nothing.
What's it matter?
Not a whole lot. It's called being prepared.
Scouts rule.
You see, as you say that, you see some tears start to well up. James, how long have you been with us?
2 weeks now.
2 weeks. Okay.
I think maybe a bit longer. A bit longer than that. 3 weeks.
Yeah, 'cause I think you guys have had. Yeah, you guys have had a go over for 2 weeks. So
Mm-hmm.
I'd
About
about
3 weeks.
About a month.
Coming up on a month now.
Yeah, I was probably gonna say at least a month worth of
Coming
time.
up to a month now.
All right. Okay. Preparedness doesn't matter with what we're doing.
No. That's not how it works.
I understand you may not realize situation, James, but I've been here since the beginning.
No, I'm saying not being prepared. Being prepared is always good.
Sure.
The issues you've had is you haven't been prepared.
One more time, I didn't hear you.
The issues with that, up to date, is that you just haven't been prepared for what's been put in front of you.
Are you joking, James?
God, no. Nothing makes fucking sense. Vampires around every corner. Monsters appear now nowhere. Chaos everywhere, and it seems every single town, pathway, walkway, there is a chaos that needs to be solved, and apparently we're the only people that can do it. How the fuck do you prepare for that?
Is this rhetorical, James? Or do you have a
No.
point?
The point I'm making is you can't. So you prepare for what you can. If we know we're being scried upon, if we know someone's trying to find us, at least that way it stops it from being a problem. Scroll Mollykinen's private son. If you write it down, a bit of a pricey spell, but at the very least they'll provide us a location where for 24 hours we'll be immune to any divination. Makes it hard for people to find us.
Great. That's good. He'll use his left hand to take it and just kind of toss it aside. 24 hours, plus a few spell slots, and then we're stuck out of it. And we're stuck out here in this world full of the vampires, full of the monsters, full of me being... You see him just kind of like start hitting his face. Fucking useless!
Yeah. Personally, I think you're one of the least. You are one of the people in this party that has the least right to say that. You really don't. Legitimately, of everyone here, useless is one of the least correct words to define you, Corvo.
Didn't you hear what Nurame said? We have to play the game.
Yeah, I heard. Powerless, maybe. Useless, no. You of all people don't have the right to say that.
Besides the point,
Not
James,
me.
I'm sick of playing the game
Then stop.
and get us all killed and get her tortured.
It's a way of stopping playing. Dying. One of the few things we do control, right? How we die?
I suppose, yes. But James, since I've gotten here, I've been playing the game.
Whose game?
Whoever it may be, whatever woke me up, and then I was stuck with Ventarakel, and now I'm stuck out here. Haven't had a chance to breathe since I've been out here. Whether I was stuck in that goddamn hole, or I was stuck in that barracks, or now I'm stuck here, being pushed around by a serial killer, a god, vampires.
Yeah. I get that. Trust me. That I pity you for. No one in this world has any right to say, that's not a big deal, because it is. It's a hell of a lot of shit that's accumulating and building up, and it's really fucking painful. pain in the ass, really. But see, here's the thing, Corvo. That's the situation. That is the situation everything's in. You with your predestined greatness. You literally comment that one of the biggest things is people constantly telling you you're talented, that you're powerful, whatever. I get it. You dislike the way everything's played out. So change it. If you don't try to change it, if you don't like the situation, if you don't try to do something different, then the only person to blame is yourself. A barracks has a door, you can walk out of it. Vampires go and so on, a bit hard to run away from, so I won't judge that one. But if you don't like playing the game, find a way out.
So what?
That is one of them, but there's for sure other loopholes in the system.
So what? Take the heart and toss it. Get us all killed. Nanami captured.
Toss the heart. Wait for a general to show up and we fight them. We win, we lose. One way or another it happens. Or we keep the heart, we give it back to Nanami. And we keep an eye on her. We make sure that any threat that happens, we keep an eye on and we know of. We prevent ourselves from being spotted, from being scratched off, or being noticed. We make plans, we prepare, so that we don't leave things up to chance. We get information, we find books, we find out what we need to know. We find out what the real threats, what the problems are. Because right now, that is where I stand. We have no fucking clue what we're facing. No one does. Vampires, okay. Gods, so be it. Marked, it is what it is. Point of the matter is, we need to know more, or we're going to get fucked. I dislike Nanami having the heart. Is it worth the gamble of picking a fight? Maybe not.
Well, I don't plan to let her have it until tomorrow.
Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on her. Keep her honest. Keep her talking. Make sure if something happens, if she hears a thing, she tells us about it. You're not, I'm not here to give you my sympathy. You don't deserve it. You got a lot going for you, Corvo. You're the important one here, you know Name.
Takes a drink from his glass for a second. About your comment on destined greatness. Perhaps we do have something destined for us in some manner. But
some of you do. I'm just here for the ride.
James, my woes aren't coming from the particulars like that.
I know. Your woes come from very legitimate fact that there are powers well beyond us that are fucking us right in the ass. And we can't really do anything about it. A copy of the man we fought showed up, and I literally couldn't even try to hit him. That's useless.
James.
Goes to a lot more than that. We're running away, we're moving along. There's so many different things that we have no clue what's happening, and we can't do anything about it. So I get why you feel useless, powerless. Makes sense. But you're at least trying to do something. can always try to do something.
Just for once in my life, I want to feel like I have control.
Well, that's
Just-
impossible.
One more time.
That's impossible.
It sure seems like it, James.
It is. For anybody. No one
Elaborate,
has
please.
control over their life, Corvo. Not the most ordinary of people. Trust me, I can speak from personal experience. There are too many things that are too hard to prepare for. So you prepare for what you can.
Then I want to be able to make my own goddamn decisions.
You can. Everything's a decision. If you don't like the decision, make it, then change it. Holding on to the heart, that's a decision, and you chose it for a reason. Casting magic, learning magic, whatever you choose. They're decisions. Forced upon you, maybe, but you could have just as well said no and run away. Or you could accept the fact and deal with it. Everything is a decision. Just because it's forced upon you doesn't mean you never had the chance to say no. That's what consequences are. If you don't like the consequences, that's fair. If you think the situation is unfair, that's life. You have things to look forward to. You have things to take care of, and right now, you're the one that said it earlier. We're probably better off not fighting amongst each other. Take a breather, come inside. Get the scroll copied down into your spellbook later. Looks like we have things we have to take care of.
As you say that, he's gonna take the scroll and start looking it over.
I'm calling a group meeting for tomorrow morning. We need to figure out what the plan is. We can't just go walking around like headless chicken. With that, James is going to turn around and walk towards the building. Or
Okay.
towards the highway. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that people do?
Corvo's gonna be there a while.
Okay.
So that's it for me.
Yep, I think I'm good there. And if we could wrap up soon as well. No, it's a bit early, but timing.
Yeah, just give one moment. So you go back and collect your outfits, and as night falls, you head over to the Orca. As you all hop aboard, your night journey begins. Traveling down the path upon the roaring rivers, you guys have probably an awkward boat ride.
Well, I was about to say.
If
If
we're
it
on the
may have a
boat,
moment.
James would have wanted the meeting as well. Then instead of in the morning, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Corvo would have checked for the heart. If he did not find it, he would go to Naname.
Okay.
When he goes to Noname, he can see that she's hung the bag of holding on the horse, and she is sitting on her horse, and she is sitting on the other side of the boat from it,
Okay.
just staring at it.
You go over to her. Did you take the heart?
I trust you not to throw it into the water.
I wasn't going to throw it without talking to everyone. But I do want to keep it at least into the morning.
It's staying over there. And she points at the horse.
We'll go walk over to get it.
She will grab the back of his hood.
I want to be able to talk to him for myself.
If you want to talk to him, you can grab one of the half hearts. You don't need the full one to do that. But I don't think he'll be happy about it. You can talk to him right now with one of those. I haven't touched talking to him with them on those ones today. But do you really want to talk to him?
You can tell he's inebriated. So me talking to him is going to get him to start attacking us or hurting you?
No, I just... You and James are very brash. And if he angers you, I don't want you to say something to him that could be bad. I don't want you mentioning the thing right to him because you're angry.
Can we go up and talk to her?
So it's staying on the horse until morning, until we've all had a chance to rest on this situation.
Starts fucking rubbing through his hair again. Fine.
Do you want to learn sign language?
So we've talked that goddamn shop on it.
Excuse me.
Do you want to learn sign language? A way to speak without speaking out loud. Without making any noise.
I find that message suffices. Oh, right.
I can teach you some simple words. I was planning on teaching James and Yugovan the same.
Alright. Sure. Get my mind off things.
Okay, and as you start training a bit of sign language, James, you wanted to say a couple things. Did you want to say it on the water or before the boat leaves?
I wanted to like sit around a table and everyone have a chat, but if it's okay waiting till next time because I'm actually really exhausted right now. Sorry.
Oh. Okay. Well,
By the way, as a quick question, how does... I was just thinking about this, because Tengu Govin's memory is perfect for 30 days. How does that work with learning something? Because it's like sign language, you just have to say, this is the action, this is what it means. But obviously in D&D, there's, proper rules. How does that work?
DM's home, has to be specific rules. There's a specific set for using downtime for it, but for player interaction, I think there's a few.
I imagine learning a skill like that, you kind of take it into his because there's stuff he clearly remembers past 30. So, let's see.
Seeing it, he might be able to recognize it and
Well-
make the connection. It might take a second.
we'll get more on it.
Yeah,
Pretty
we'll let
much,
Tyler deal with that.
Yeah,
Pretty
I was
much,
really curious.
I was planning on something, ending it on the boat. But, so,
If you're okay, like ending it while we get on the boat, then we can do it. We can start next week.
We can end it after, as known as starting to teach people sign language.
This language.
Because she'll invite James and Yugovan over for sign language.
Call it the sign circle.
So, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out for timing and such, because I know that you want to have your talk, so.
I'm sure it'll work
Yeah.
out later on.
Pretty much, sure. Well, as you, start to float off into the distance, James, prepares to, talk to the party as the strong currents, start to pull you. As you, as you all sort of drift off into the sea. That is where we will end this episode for today.